Welcome, everyone, to the Kurt Weinstein after party. Funny story. We actually did the intro for the after party a few minutes back until I realized that I actually did not hit the go live button. We had to listen to the song and everything. And I even did the intros and everything. And then I looked up in the corner and it said scheduled. And I'm like, wait a minute. Did I not actually hit the... And then Puck noticed that too, but didn't fucking say anything.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah,
it
was incredible. You guys missed
He
everything.
is handing it in the traditional improv manner. That's what he was doing.
I'm going with what you're giving me.
This Kurt was solving quadratic equations. Like, it was incredible.
In the form of a
so
Rubik's
much.
I was doing my best.
Puck was writing poetry. Like, it was great.
Okay, there's a little bit behind this comment. Puck shaving to Luminous. Somebody had found a video on YouTube called "A Shave and a Song," and this guy's got a bunch of them on there, a whole bunch of different artists. One of them was one of my songs, the song that you hear in the intro. This guy, oh geez, hang on. One second. This guy was shaving to our song Tangled, which is the song that's in the intro. Oh, damn it. Stop that. So, by the way, if you guys are interested in hearing the entire tune, I do have a link to the SoundCloud page where you can listen to it. Okay, Mikey, I'm putting the code in the Twitter, so you'll be able to use that. Sees all you say, let me on.
Oh, is Mikey here? Sweet.
Yeah, finally. But yeah, so yeah, if you are interested in hearing the tune, there is a link below to head to the SoundCloud page, and you'll be able to hear it. There you are. What's going on?
Hey,
What's up, Mike?
Hey,
Welcome.
Just got done with the Patreon hangout for the Bin podcast, and no one showed up. So we're like, we should probably wait, because if someone does show up, they're going to be really mad they just wasted a month of money on us. And no one showed up. But we're having another one tomorrow because we didn't really give everybody a whole bunch of notice. And it is, Saturday night. Maybe
Probably do that.
Yeah, I mean. Oh, I'm naked. Where's my green screen? What's happening here? Look at my delicious green walls. You monsters. You little preverts. Coins.
Maybe you're still drunk, Andy.
Maybe, perhaps.
I've sobered up since then. I've had a pork chop and some spinach.
Oh, a pork chop. I've gone vegetarian, and I dream of pork chops, to tell you the truth.
What are you doing to them?
Want to join us, Dave? You're welcome.
Horrible, nasty things. That's why I'm doing pork chops in my day.
Okay, so now that we're actually live, I'm going to do what I did earlier when I thought we were live.
oh no.
And play off of a joke about Kurt and myself that we're actually the same person, even though we're not.
Right.
no, it's not a joke. Hey, look, we
You
are
have no
actually
idea how deep this
identical.
runs.
Yes.
Like there are so many inside jokes that run in with the ACA because there's about that I'm involved in, at least about a dozen different group chats for various purposes. Like the call screeners have one, YouTube moderators have one, and a lot of us run in the same circles. And there's so many little jokes that we could say, but it would make no sense to anybody else. Like my favorite is "It isn't Thursday." Like Kurt knows exactly what I mean when I say that. Martin knows exactly what I mean.
Of course I do.
It means
It isn't
stop
Thursday.
talking
Don't talk about that
sex.
today. Yes.
Yeah.
That means we're being naughty.
I mean, that's me every day. Sometimes not Thursdays, because I'm busy on Thursdays. I usually work at the bakery, and then I, run audio for Secular Sexuality.
Do you run the early shift on the bakery?
I do.
The 5 to 1, maybe the 4 to 1, 4 to 12?
No, not that early, thank goodness.
Oh.
We don't actually bake a whole lot. I don't use the name of my workplace, but it's like grocery store-esque, so...
Nice.
Yeah, just a lot of labeling things with dates and putting them out on shelves.
You want to hear something funny? One of the accounts that TikTok suggests to me when I log in is Celine Dion. Yeah.
I would imagine she has a pretty successful TikTok. I mean,
Yeah.
if she wanted one.
Yeah.
Is this an intervention, Neil? Is your life the Titanic? Is this what we're doing here right now?
What are you trying to say? That I'm sinking fast? We hit an iceberg? Like what? That actually reminds me of an old joke. It's kind of, it's an old joke. It's kind of racist, but at the time I thought it was funny because I was an asshole back then. But no, this guy on a plane or whatever, and he's traveling. You know what? I can't even remember how the damn joke goes, but the Jewish guy and the Chinese guy are talking, and it ends up where he says, he punches the Chinese guy in the face. He goes, "That was for Hiroshima." He goes, "What are you talking about? That was Japanese, not Chinese." Or for Pearl Harbor. Sorry. And he says, "That was Japanese, not Chinese." And then the Japanese guy thinks for a little bit, and then he punches the Jewish guy, and he goes, "That was for the Titanic." He goes, "What? Titanic was sunk by an iceberg." He goes, "Iceberg, Goldberg. What's the difference?" Like, that kind of thing. This is a play on the names kind of thing. But, yeah.
Casual,
Yeah, it's not really too bad, but it's.
I do appreciate a good pun. Like just the iceberg Goldberg thing in and of itself is kind of a funny thing.
Exactly. Atheist Chico, I can't figure out how to fucking message people on TikTok. So, and yeah, I can't remember what the hell I wrote down your email address, and I don't know what the fuck I did with that. It's gone. It disappeared. So if you know a way,
just post the join link publicly. Nothing could go wrong with that, right?
Post the join link. Yeah, no. Yeah, that might not be a good idea.
There's no way that could go wrong.
Yeah, no, that could never go poorly on the internet. Never.
Well,
I actually have a TikTok, and I know a couple of creators are starting to get on. Like Notes from Autumn is on there, Shannon Q's on there. There's a lot of people are starting to spread on their apologies on there. I don't know what I would say. I mean, there's plenty of things to respond to because Christian TikTok is redunculous.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know where to begin. Like, is it on the Puck brand to do 30-second response videos? I haven't decided yet.
The
What brand is up to you.
The thing is, if you have heavy hands, rhetorically speaking, then you're just there to punch, and so you can just punch.
Right.
There is a lot of low-hanging fruit up there. I mean, there are plenty of targets.
Take it. We should take
10
it.
seconds. Exactly. Yeah. Or how long is a TikTok or a Tic Tac or whatever
60?
kids are doing these days?
I think the most is
60
60 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, can I say what I really want to say in
like-
its entirety in 60 seconds? I don't know.
I like Snap Talk better. 10 seconds or less.
Do you guys remember
Oh,
Vine?
what was it? It used to be Vine, right?
Vine.
Was 60 seconds.
Those were the
Vine.
days.
Vine
I miss
was
Vine.
so goofy. Vine
6
was
seconds.
like-
That's all you got.
Vine
And you
was-
know what? There was quality content in those 6 seconds.
And agreed. And here's the thing: is most of it was absurdist humor, which I love.
Oh yeah.
Like, what's the craziest thing we can do in 6 seconds?
Yeah.
And not always like in a malicious way, but sometimes. But like, what was it? Like, damn, Daniel, back at it again with the with the white vans or whatever it was. You remember that? That was like 2014 or 15.
Yeah, the thing is, what I've discovered is that people think that the perfect is the enemy of the good, and the fact that if you want to be on TikTok, then you should be on TikTok, and you don't know what's going to go viral up until the time that you actually throw it out there, and you say, "Wow, that just went viral," and I had no idea it would be that.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's
There
why I
are a
don't
lot of
post
people
much
who
publicly.
there are a lot of people who don't start projects because they want to make sure that it's perfect. And I admit, like, I'm one of them. I'm the kind of person who Hey, it's Johnny.
It's Johnny.
I am the kind of person who has a
Johnny's
tendency to
driving.
feel like if I'm not making content that I'm really proud of, then I don't want to be making content at all. And that's why, I mean, I've had ideas for different pieces of content that I could do for YouTube, and they're kind of on the back burner right now while I work on my Twitch channel. But it's been something where I'm like, okay, I don't want to just make something. I want to get set up. I want to have the microphone and the camera and the lights. And I mean, obviously I got a lot of that stuff for my Twitch stream anyway.
You know, we were just talking before the show, Kurt, and you were talking about your magic with that freaking cube, which I have no idea how to do. And I think that's magic, mathematical magic. You know, my girlfriend, she's like from an engineer background, and we were talking about social media. And it's like, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough, because that's like evolution. Evolution doesn't do perfect. It does good enough.
Mm-hmm.
And you can blow up on any social media platform and you go to yourself, well, that sucked. But it happens to go viral. And that's the dark truth of social media.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know where to find messages on fucking TikTok.
Can you do it in the browser? Maybe it's only an app thing.
Maybe you might be right.
I know that the messages function exists because I have seen them. I don't use TikTok personally, but I have friends who do.
Follow ex-religious people only.
But I've only ever seen the app version, so I know that the messages are there. Maybe they're just not on the web platform.
Hey, there's Johnny.
Johnny!
How are you doing, Johnny?
You know, in a lot of ways, this after show wouldn't be possible without Johnny, because Johnny's the one who's responsible for getting a lot of us on screen. For some of us for the first time, and some of us only for the very early times that we were on screen as atheist activists. So thank you, Johnny, for getting us all together like this.
Yeah, way to go, Johnny.
Okay, that's
yeah, way to go, freaking Johnny. Hey, can you hear me at all, or do I sound terrible?
You sound terrible, but we can hear you.
Yeah. You sound terrible, but we can hear you.
Both.
Look, I just wanted. I just saw the invitation from Neil to come in and say hello to all you wonderful people. I'm not looking at you because I'm a safe driver, but I just wanted to say hello, and I miss you all because I've been kind of busy with taking care of some business, and the nonprofits has been going well and fine and maybe better without me being involved in the last week and next week, but I still miss you guys.
We miss you too.
I miss you too.
Oh, he's going robotic.
Also, Fast and the Furious 7. Just watched it today. Fantastic movie. You gotta watch it. Fast and the Furious 7.
What?
Isn't that one really old at this point? Like, didn't they do Fate of the Furious, and that was F8? Oh, and he's gone.
And he was never heard from again. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, since we're confessing movies that came out a while ago that we just finally watched, I just watched Karate Kid for the first time 2 days ago.
Which one?
The original Karate Kid?
Yeah.
Okay, and now you have to watch Cobra Kai.
Yeah, because everybody wanted me to watch Cobra Kai, and I was like, I don't even remember fucking Karate Kid. Like, just one of those things that was on as a kid, but never really paid attention to it.
Okay, I hear that. There's some movies like that for me where people are like, "What? You've never seen that?" And I'm like, "Well, I've seen parts of it." Like,
yeah.
You know, I never saw The Goonies up until tonight, and I only saw like 10 minutes of it, and I'm like, "Oh, this is just a crappy." It's just a crappy revisioning of a Stephen King story. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it isn't shite. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it can be popular and still crap.
It's popular with 11-year-olds.
Like, spoiler alert for all those who haven't seen The Karate Kid. So, like, ending the movie with literally crane kick and then from Mr. Miyagi is, like, crazy to me still. Like, you didn't sum up anything. Did his mom find the job? Like, what happened to Mr. Miyagi? How did he pay for the insurance on that classic car? Like, there were so many things left to be wondered. Like, how much was the prize money? We don't know.
I mean, also the protagonist was kind of a dick.
Right? Or what?
Yeah.
What year was it?
83.
83, 84, yeah, somewhere there.
No, but what year was the movie based in?
Same
Was
year.
it like real
Same
time?
year,
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Modern time.
I
Or
thought
maybe
it
a
was
couple
based
years
little
previous.
earlier. Yeah, I thought maybe it was based more than a few years previous. I haven't seen it in a long time,
No.
but I did take karate, so like I remember all the references.
Me too.
I did
Now,
sing
here's-
the song the whole time.
Here's a funny thing. You know how the whole Die Hard Christmas movie argument that goes on every fucking year?
It's not an argument, Neil. It is a Christmas movie.
It is. It really
I
is.
haven't
It's the
seen
best
it.
Christmas movie.
I haven't
It's-
seen any parts of it actually.
Fix that shit.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, I
Oh.
get it. And yes, sure, I would call it a Christmas movie too. But now, because there's Christmas themes involved with the movie, of course. But now, does that make Gremlins a Christmas movie?
Yes,
Yes.
that's a third
So
or
does
fourth
that
place.
make-
That's
so does
another
that make-
movie I haven't seen
What the hell's wrong with you, Martin?
a lot, but
You should be-
not get into
Oh, I
that
knew
right
that.
now.
I knew that already.
Ah, fuck
So
you,
that
Kurt.
means that Karate Kid is a Halloween movie
Why?
because
Did
they
they
dress
wear
in
masks?
costumes. Yeah, when he wears a skeleton costume for Halloween. Come on.
But it
It's
took-
not it's
I
not a
don't know.
costume though. It's a uniform.
By the way, both Gremlins and Die Hard were released in the summer. Just so you know.
Christmas in July, baby.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. So what is the Die Hard Christmas thing? I don't get it.
It takes
Like-
place on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
Same
go.
thing with Gremlins.
Then technically, yeah, I guess it's a Christmas movie.
Gremlins.
I'm not gonna argue against that. I just still haven't seen it, so can't really
I mean-
argue for it.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. If you disagree with Bruce Willis, will fight you.
Do you want to fight John McClane? I don't think so.
Yeah,
No.
nobody wants to fight John McClane. But
Alan Rickman is off the hook on
who did we
Oh,
just
that
lose?
movie.
We lost Martin.
Oh, did he have the unplug problem like you did, Kurt?
I don't know.
I mean, you guys are the same people, so I'm just,
Yeah. I mean, could be. Oh, there he is.
I don't know what happened, but everybody's audio started coming in weird, so I figured it was my connection that
Aliens.
got lost.
Neelians.
Refreshed.
aliens.
No, my thing with watching movies.
All right.
Do you guys remember that movie Stand By Me from the late 80s? I
Yeah.
first watched that when I was like 7, 8 years old, and the characters in that movie seemed like impossibly older to me, right? They were older than I was, so I always thought, oh, this is a movie about older people, like, you know, I don't know, college age or whatever. But I watched it again recently, and I realized those were just kids doing that show, and I didn't realize how kids they were until I watched it just recently. Look at who the crowd you are attracting here, Kurt.
I am honored.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Chico, what's going on, brother?
I need to
Oh,
get
not too
something to
much.
drink.
What's
I'll
up
be right
with
back.
you guys? I don't
Well,
know everybody here.
Well, that's Kurt. That's
Yes,
Martin.
called Kurt earlier. Yes, Martin.
That's Puck. That over there is Andy, one of my hosts. For,
I know Andy. I know Andy.
Nothing but, you know Andy? Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
There's a support
Not
group.
not,
for you,
not
sir.
like a close personal friend, but like I know Andy. I've heard of Andy.
Thank you.
Your reputation precedes you, Andy.
It exceeds me, sir. That's what it
It
does.
exceeds you. Yeah, that's what we call it. And of course, down below, underneath Martin, who's also apparently Kurt, they're the same person, is our financial guru, Mr. Irish Swede, and my producer down there, Mr. Mikey Famine, and also my almost a neighbor, Simply Secular Dave, who lives. He could probably throw a rock and break my window if he really wanted to, but
Ooh, but maybe for science we test it out.
for science,
Scientific
everything,
purposes.
yeah, exactly.
I'd
Hey,
like to
go grab a
propose that-
rock, just chuck it over there, see if it. If you hear a loud scream or "Get off my lawn," you'll know it's
Yeah,
you.
And just to boost the old self-esteem, Kurt, this is bigger than my after party was.
Ooh. Well, I mean,
Oh.
was yours on a Saturday? I don't know. I've got the advantage. This is on the weekend and all that.
I don't remember, Neil. What day was mine on? I can't think that far back.
I know I have a problem thinking about an hour ago. So I'm thinking that we did. That's back when my schedule was Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays before the nonprofits kicked in, right? Because you and I were friends already before that whole thing started.
Right. I remember I did it like last May, I think.
I think so, and I think you were on a Wednesday.
Okay.
I think.
So it was a weekday. People needed to be up early to get to work the next day. Understandably, not as many people show up. Plus, I was a nobody back then. Kurt is already an established celebrity.
Not even. Not even.
Whatever. Your first day back to Twitch streaming, how many people resubbed you? Your first day back.
Listen. All of those people were my personal friends.
He paid them.
I didn't pay them to do it, but I'm very fortunate to have a very amazing group of close personal friends who are willing to support me when I want to like try new stuff and have fun.
The only person that I have who was my Twitch audience who went with me to become part of my activist audience is my wife. That's the only person who jumped. And I get it. They're two completely different things, right? Watching someone fail at video games is very different than watching someone fail at counter apologetics. It's not the same audience, so I don't get the same people. But you're a big name now, Kurt. You're one of the.
I think you would have a lot more going in the other direction. If you have an audience for your apologetics, I think there would be a lot of people from that audience who would say, "Yeah, you know what? I'll watch you play games." And
who wants to watch me speedrun The Witness?
Kurt, you speak to a truth in the fact that once you get to a certain point of popularity, people will watch you do anything. Mm-hmm. It won't be just like you could be crocheting, you could be doing counter apologetics, and the thing is that if you get people who believe in you, you will just carry them through whatever the thing that you're doing at the time.
That's why I'm going to start shaving to music apparently now, because somebody did that to one of my songs, right? So
will it be the legs?
Shaving a song. Who thinks up these ideas? But somebody just stumbled on it and found it, and I was like, "Holy shit! Are you kidding me?" But I think the thing that's cool is he goes into why he likes the song. Like, I like the way the first line. The last word ties into the next line as the first word of the next line, which I kind of did with that one, and he thought it was clever. So yeah, I'm clever, but to have that up on someone else use it, he didn't even ask me for permission. Not that I give a shit. If you want to promote my tunes, I have no problem with that. But it was kind of weird to see, especially somebody like who thinks of doing a shaving in a song video on YouTube. That's just like bizarre to me.
But he's cornered the market.
He has.
Kurt, what is your Twitch?
You lost internet, Mikey? Oh no!
My Twitch is I think Neil had it in the description. It is Physic, PHYSEK. I stream 4 days a week. I'm playing through Hollow Knight right now, which is a fun 2D Metroidvania style platformer with some really good art and really good music.
Yeah, the art's cool.
It's been a lot of fun so far. I've been working on that. I think today was my third day or fourth day playing it. And
you are going through the game Hollow Knight like a can of Raid. Okay, I can't believe how well you are playing that game. I struggled through it. I was playing it for weeks and I hadn't gotten to where you are now.
I mean, you understand that there are at least two people in my chat who are like telling me, hey, you might want to go and do this. you might, and these are my personal friends, and they're great. And I kind of wonder, like, how would I be doing if they weren't here? Because I mean, granted, like the gameplay itself, that's me, right? When I'm playing through the game and I'm fighting the enemies and all that, that's me. But figuring out where to go, I have the worst sense of direction on the entire planet. All right, and the game doesn't come pre-built with a map, and so you have to you actually have to find the guy who has the map to then buy the map from him, and then you can expand it. And so without that, I am like a chicken with my head cut off. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't even know where I can go. Where am I right now? What is happening?
I'm going to put on my old Dungeons and Dragons hat and say, back in the day we had graph paper.
Yeah.
And we would map out the dungeons as we would go through the dungeon.
The Metroidvania game that was popular when I was young was Pitfall. Okay, and I'm going to get some nods from some people and some other people saying, "What are you talking about?" Pitfall, if you remember that was the jam.
Yep. Kurt, if you want to play a game that'll really frustrate you, if you have a terrible sense of direction, look into the game called Stranded Deep. You're out on a raft in the ocean, and if you're lucky, you have a compass and nothing else. There's no game map. There is no game map.
Oh God,
it's just awful.
Oh,
Or
Cat the
Raft.
Rhino is in chat now.
That sounds
There's a lot of
terrible.
games like that. There's Green Hell, Raft, Stranded Deep. You can play a
Subnautica.
multitude of them. Subnautica. Well, Subnautica has a static map.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Subnautica's on my
The
list
rest of them
already.
are procedurally generated so that you'll never actually have the same one twice.
Yeah, Cat the
Kurt,
Rhino in the chat. That is my wife who is confirming for you. Yeah, I can't find anything. It would be pretty bad.
Oh, thank you, Adam, for recognizing that game. Yes, Pitfall.
Kurt,
Pitfall,
I wanted to say, I also have a terrible sense of direction, so that's something that we actually have in common.
Oh, look at that! Look at
Yeah.
that!
Well,
I
that
get
makes
made
sense.
fun of because I'm also an Eagle Scout, so I should like have good orienteering skills. But
Yeah,
I do
you know,
not.
I don't have that advantage, so I'm going to say that you're worse than me because you're at the
Oh,
same
fuck.
level, but but we expect better.
Thanks.
So Martin,
I
when
guess.
when you're driving or transversing in your community, are you a point-to-point person, or are you or I visualize the map and I can get from place to place? Yeah, point to point. I'm a point to point person too. I could be in the same community for like 5 years, and I'm like, I know the way that I go because that's the way that I go. And other people are like, don't you? Not even like the GPS. They'll be like, there's an easier way to go if you just kind of use your brain.
Oh.
But that's too hard. See, I have ADHD, so sometimes in trying to get to the objective, I'll miss the methodology that I should be using. It's kind of, I don't know, it's something maybe more particular to me and how it expresses itself. But anyway, but yeah, so like literally I need like somebody to tell me the directions as they're happening. Like if I'm driving with somebody, they can't give me directions like ahead of time. It just doesn't work. I just don't have that kind of retention for orientation like that. Or
I'm with you, brother. It's like when someone is there with me in the cockpit with me, I'm like, you are the navigator, and you have to.
Oh, do you fly?
Tell me where to go. No, I'm just driving around.
Oh, like the car cockpit. Gotcha.
I'm like in the car cockpit.
Well,
right?
when you said cockpit, I was like, sorry, I just don't know you that well. I guess.
Right. That's
Like,
okay.
maybe he
I'm just an
flies. I
idiot.
don't know.
That's all I am. I'm just an idiot. It's like, look,
Same.
if you're
It's
going to be
fine.
driving with me and you're going to be telling me directions, and you are the navigator,
Yeah.
and you got to tell me where to go.
Yeah, and that's Siri for me. And luckily,
Okay,
like
well,
I have a newer car, so I have CarPlay. So like it integrates with the iPhone perfectly and semi perfectly. And
CarPlay, is that like cosplay for vehicles?
No,
it's
I'm new here.
hold on.
Basically,
Hold on,
CarPlay
I'll be right
is
back.
Apple's car integration. So if you have an Apple phone, it kind of puts a lot of Apple's style of apps and maps and messaging onto the dashboard for you, so
Right,
that
onto a video
it's a little
display.
bit it's a little bit more of a universal experience rather than you have your phone connected via Bluetooth and like it looks really janky and stuff like that. And I think Android has Android Auto, which is supposed to be pretty similar. But couldn't tell you how well it works. I couldn't tell you how well CarPlay works either. I've never had a car with CarPlay.
Hey, Martin, I have a friend who has a thing about left and right. He never says left and right. He always says up and down. So we'll be driving along and he'll say, go up, and I'll make a left. And he'll go, no, I said go up.
Okay, now that's just fucked.
What?
How can you do the
that doesn't work.
Contra cheat code then? How can you do the
doesn't
Contra
work.
cheat code then?
Yeah,
Up,
that
down,
person
down,
must
up,
struggle
down, up, down.
in multiple directions.
Simply
God.
speaking with Dave, I mean, I don't want to shame the other person there, but it's like if they were able to cognate that, they would be able to tell you left or right as against to up or down.
I'm pretty sure it's a personal choice for him. He just likes confusing people.
Oh, there you go.
He's one of those guys who will bring you like oatmeal vanilla beer and say, here, try this. And you're like, no.
I could scratch my balls too and say, smell this, but it doesn't make it right.
Here's candy corn Snickers beer. Try this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds not cool.
Actually, candy corn beer might be. That's just something I always used to love as a kid was that candy corn shit.
Well, he's on that
is good.
iPhone app Untapped, and he's trying to get them all. It's like Pokemon Go for him.
What the hell, IQ? What is this?
Tyrone Quandary.
Is this the free crack party?
Oh God.
Dave.
Oh boy.
Yes, it's the free crack party. Just give me 1 second and I'll show you.
Define, yeah,
crack.
exactly. Define what you mean by crack.
How's everybody doing?
Doing all right.
You got any more of that inquisitive quandary?
You know,
Yeah, I'll
we
take
like
some
to share
IQ.
around here.
I'll take some IQ.
Tyrone, can you just slip that toque off? We're going to need to check that for some...
Contraband.
How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Finally off the road. It's fucking ridiculous outside. I mean, Cincinnati is like a lot of hills. Buck can tell you all about this, I'm sure. I hope you're staying off the road tonight because it was a fucking mess out there. The usual 20-minute drive, it was like an hour and 20. So it was fucking terrible.
But for those of us who live in the big blue sky, are you talking about snow?
Yes, snow.
All right, yeah. I live in Vancouver, so we don't get that.
3 inches here, you know, is terrible. You know, they're like, it's gonna rain, it's gonna snow like a motherfucker. You know.
Over to Ollie.
It's raining sideways.
Tyrone, are you driving for a living?
No, it's just my weekend job entails me to drive all over the fucking city, you know, rain or shine. So it's, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It sounds like you got the poo end of the stick. That's what it sounds like.
No, the poo end of the stick is unemployed right now, so I'll take what I can get.
Fair enough.
Same. Back in
there's brand new tires in the work van, so it's like actually kind of fun to drive in the snow.
Good.
Back a few years ago when I was living in storm.
Oh, no.
Like that city is not prepared for snowstorms generally. I mean, they get them on occasion, but anyway, I was working at Domino's, and we were the only pizza place that remained open in the entire city. Like, even all the other Domino's closed, and like we just were doing our one area, and like everybody in the whole city was calling us, and we're like, no, we can't like deliver, you know, fucking 45 minutes away. That doesn't work. But yeah, it was insane. They gave us the option to go home, and I was like, no, I need money, so I'm just gonna risk it, and it was fine. You know, nothing bad happened, but there were wrecks all over the roads. So yeah, drive safe.
I don't understand what's wrong with Cincinnati because, you know, it's a northern state. We should expect to get snow. It happens every year, but every year we treat it like it's this gigantic surprise. It's like, oh no, what are we going to do now? We have not trained to drive in this snow. And the Cincinnati snow removal program as a city, I think, roughly consists of waiting until the next warm day. And they
That's just humans in general. We expect this thing to happen, but oh my gosh, it happened, and now oh my gosh, what's going on?
Yeah,
Some
and the weird
areas
thing
are
about
better than
Cincinnati,
others, but
Cincinnati will close the schools the next day, not if there's snow, but even just on the potential of snow. If it says on the weather report that we're supposed to get 3 inches of snow, they're going to close it prophylactically. But the weird thing is, if they didn't expect it and it did snow, they're not going to close it the next day. They can say, oh, we weren't prepared to close school, so everybody make your way over.
So, now that Chico's been in here for a while, I just want to say welcome into the stream, Chico.
Thanks,
and also to answer a question from Nerdy Rodent, who had no idea what the hell candy corn is.
It's sugar and cornstarch.
And sugar.
And red dye number 2.
And I think this is it. Yeah, there you
A
go.
little more sugar.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good stuff.
Right there.
Sugar, cornstarch, and that's it. And food
Pretty
coloring.
much.
I'll say they are good. However, I overdosed on them once, and now I just can't. Even if I smell them,
Yeah.
it's just.
I know, I'm the same way, but every once in a while I sneak a few, and I go, oh yeah, I remember how good these are, but I'm not eating a ton like I did before and throw up everywhere.
Yeah, I was probably 8 years old, and I got violently sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
what
bad.
we call one
like
trial
ricochet
learning.
That's
fucking
before
rabbit,
you know how to moderate. That's like at the age where you really should not be given access to large bowls of any kind of candy. You know, like you just don't have moderation at that age. It's unfair to expect it.
This one I agree with here. Peeps are terrible.
Yeah.
But there's a funny.
I don't
meme.
know. Peeps were a big part of my childhood.
Me
Easter
too.
was like pretty cool as a Protestant Christian, I guess I'll say.
You know what?
We did a lot of candy, but
People would be good if the sugar level was cut in half and it wasn't as
Methodist, but like Northern New York Methodist, so pretty bland.
In terms of like Baptist, that makes you a wussy, to tell you the truth. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, no, I agree with that assessment.
I want to study what it is about upstate New York that lends itself to so many bizarre religious groups.
Dude, it's something. Like, it's a combination of, like... I don't even know.
Wait, hold on.
Foliage,
I don't actually know about... I'm from upstate New York, and I don't know much about this. I know that
Ithaca has a few.
Mormonism is really big in upstate New York, obviously. My
So
mom
is JW.
has been to the Hill Cumorah pageant many times just because she thinks it's so interesting. But I didn't know that there were more.
Yeah, Ithaca has a few. I think Syracuse has like one or something. Like, I feel like up north, like not the Branch Davidians, but something similar to them was going on for a little bit, and then they moved away. Like, didn't the Mormons come from New York or something?
Yeah. Originally, yeah.
Before they went to Utah, yeah. So like, it's a lot.
That's what the Hill Cumorah pageant is all about. It's like it's basically
the Exodus.
They're talking about. Oh God, I forget what it is. It's like it's a big reproduction of like how Mormonism started. It's almost like a play, but not fun like the Book of Mormon is, and the musical.
That comment was just gold. Sorry.
I don't know. It's like I said, my mom's been several times. She's not Mormon, but it's open to anybody. And I think that they ended it. I don't think they're doing it anymore after 2019. I think that was the last year. So she went to like their very last one. She was really kind of upset that it wasn't going to be happening anymore.
I'm going to cut in here for a quick second because I have Chico in the chat here with us right now. And I've got my schedules in here right in front of me.
Oh my gosh. It's
Do
happening.
it.
Chico, would you prefer what day would you prefer? Would you prefer a Saturday?
A Saturday would be great.
How about March 6th? Because that's the earliest Saturday that I have.
March 6th. I think I might have to move some things around, but that sounds good.
Okay. I also have 14th and the 20th.
No, I'm totally joking. I have nothing going on. That's fine.
Okay, all right. And I'm going to put you in there. No, that's not Tuesday, jackass. Saturday. There we go. All right, there we go. All right.
Neil, you book fast. That's the one thing I couldn't stand about being a content creator of that style when I was constantly trying to come up with people to show up on the show. I don't know how you do it.
And I'll use your email to send you the links, unless of course we can. I figured out how to do it through my app because it doesn't seem you can do it on the when I go to the website or use the app on the computer.
Yeah, it's a little different on the desktop.
You could be Neil self-advertising at this point.
What? I'm always self-advertising. You know that. All right,
so people just flock towards Neil.
There you go.
Piece of cake.
I got you in there. Atheist Chico, Saturday, March 6th, 5 p.m.
Gotcha.
Pacific time. This is going to be fun, man.
Sounds good.
So
I'm excited.
We've kind of been hogging the conversation here. So, Chico, what tell us a little bit about you.
Oh, I just came for the after party. It's Kurt's after party.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't care if it's about me, but isn't that what March is for? You just got him on the calendar. You don't want to do the show now.
Spoiler alert.
Tell me everything about you several months prior to you coming on. Man, I thought Neil was a professional. I don't know.
Throw a little teaser out
there
there
for
the fans.
I'm sorry. I'm going to cry in the corner.
No, you know what, Kurt? During my after party, I had to wrest control of the topics from the various people who were there. Just dig in and say, no, we are going to be talking about spatial puzzles today.
Spatial puzzles.
Flow State wants to know
All
what
right.
happened to Damn, the Daily Atheist morning show.
I would be interested in in puzzles, and I could watch like hours of tutorials about spatial puzzles, but I don't think that would fit well with the algorithm. With the YouTube algorithm. That's why.
What is your definition of a spatial puzzle?
It's a visual thing. It doesn't make for good dialogue, though, does it?
Like, aren't all puzzles that aren't riddles or mental challenges? Aren't all puzzles by definition spatial?
Yeah,
absolutely
until you
not.
talk to
Absolutely not.
topologists.
There could be something. I mean, in terms of brains, in terms of how your brain works, it may not be spatial. In terms of like, if I was going to tell you like a crappy joke, and it would be like, yeah, it might be spatial if you're spatially oriented, but otherwise it's just a fart joke. And you're like, oh,
then it's just spatial needs then.
Boo.
Yes.
Hey,
next show
I
at
just
11.
want to say real quick, great to be here, Kurt. Awesome seeing you on the deconversion stories, even though you never really had that.
It was
fully-
awesome seeing you here today, Martin.
one last time.
If that is your real name,
Martin.
Martin is Kurt is Martin, always has been.
it's tough to say, where the lines are drawn, where I begin and where Martin ends. We're just the same person,
Wow, dude, that's like a setup for some.
I know, but it's not Thursday, so we don't we don't make those kind of jokes.
It's not Thursday. Well, that's right. That's sexual secularity or whatever the hell, right? Yeah.
Sexuality.
Whatever.
Sexual secularity. I think that's a new one.
It's one of those words.
Usually we get sexual
words.
Sexuality. That's usually what we hear, because saying secular sexuality is tough. I mess it up all the time.
Apparently, so do I. And I've watched the show continually, but yeah, I can't get it. I don't know. I've lost it. I've lost control because my fucking producer isn't here.
You hate to see it. It happens to the best of us, though.
Yeah.
What happened to Mikey? You said he lost internet.
He lost internet. Yeah, I told him.
I saw him in the chat.
Bill. I'm like, do I have to give you more money, motherfucker? Yeah, well, he could have been doing that from his phone. So, and that has data.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah. See, smarter than you. Just kidding.
Well,
these fill me with such
I'm kind of on
nostalgia.
my phone right now, so
I don't end up on after parties with you very often, Neil. Like maybe once every 3 months or so. But every time there's like huge milestone between. Like I remember the laptop that I did your after party on. Like I didn't have any good streaming equipment. I didn't have the good streaming computer I do now. Since then, my wife and I have 2 streaming quality computers and 2 gaming laptops. And the laptop that I did that interview with you on is now actually I've loaned it to Objectively Dan so he can start Twitch streaming.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You mailed your computer to Objectively Dan?
I have an embarrassment of riches when it comes to streaming equipment right now. I mean, I have this perfectly good microphone and headset that are just hanging out in a drawer just because I don't need
tons
it.
of mice.
So I'm like, if somebody just needs some equipment, my goodness, I'll see what I can do.
Oh no.
Oh, they caught you snacking.
Well, we have a regular slot. When Jenna's in here, she's always munching on something.
I'm eating.
Did you see my post earlier on Twitter about trying to keep up with Jenna and Mikey posting my food? I had Szechuan shrimp tonight. It was great. My mouth was on fire for a good hour after I was done.
Really? I take it you don't eat a lot of spicy foods then?
No, I asked for extra fire, and I'm probably
up
going
to
to pay
11
for it
kind of
tomorrow.
shit. Oh yeah, because it's the same heat going out the other way.
Yeah,
and Szechuan really isn't known for their bland food.
No,
that area of China. So
spice so nice burns you twice.
You know what? It tasted so good. I don't care. It was excellent. And
you'll be like, I don't care.
Culturally, that area of China has to be my favorite food group.
China's suddenly a food group now.
That area, Sichuan area of China, where
All right.
that food culture in that region is probably my favorite. So good.
All right.
It'll burn your face off, but it's so good.
I do that with my lighter. So. It's like that left side of your mustache looks a little shorter than usual, Neil.
It's just a new style. It's a new fad. I definitely didn't use a lighter or anything like that.
It's just a new thing.
Yeah, just trying something new out, for the ladies.
Don't. Here's part of the reason why. Give me a second here. See, because here in Canada, we can buy our doobies in these nice little tubes here. See, there you look at that. There you go. And
one more time before Neil starts Canada shaming the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And usually when they're about yay big, they're hard to light, especially when you got this bushy ass fucking Grizzly Adams mustache that I do, and then you light the fucker up, and then all of a sudden your eyebrows disappear and half your mustache disappears. And then you look like Whoopi Goldberg because you got no eyebrows.
Well, in Canada we have.
Go ahead.
In Canada we have the loonie and we have the toonie, the coins, and then we have the doobie and we have the tubie.
You just made that up.
I think it's just in Canada you have doobies and tubes and milk and bags, and I can't wrap my mind around either concept. So we're good,
dude. Puck. West Coast, we can't figure that shit out either. I don't know why they have milk and bags out either. We don't have that shit either.
I think we did in the 80s for like a week and a half. But
yeah, I was gonna say, it was here for like a month, and people went, milk and bags? Fuck off. And then it just stayed out east, and that was pretty much it.
Like, how do you manipulate milk in a bag? How to pour into?
You ever had those little? They're like wiggly worms, I think they were called, where they were filled with like a tube that was filled with water, and you could wiggle it around, and basically it's like a giant wiggly penis thing that you used to play with, and I can't explain what it was.
I thought you were supposed to take
they
the
have
bag
pills for that now,
picture.
Neil.
Are we still talking about the same thing, Neil?
Amongst the group of us, I'm probably the only one who has actually played around with a penis that wasn't attached to him, and I don't know what the hell you're talking about, sir.
Imagine.
Apparently, I don't either. So, but yeah, it's hard to wrangle them. And the funny thing is my friend used to get his mom used to buy it. And it comes with 3 bags in a big bag, right? You get 3 bags of milk, and she'd throw it down on the counter, and every fucking time the cat would be on the counter poking holes in one of the bags, so there's milk everywhere.
Just spraying every which way.
Yeah,
you always had to pick them up and squeeze them to see which bag was leaking because you were using that one first. They were just a nuisance. Yeah.
And then they give you like
if you want
plastic jug that you can put the bag into.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Off. Yeah, and yeah.
If you want the experience, just go buy a 2-liter. What do they call that in the United States?
It's true.
2-liter jug of milk. Pour it into a Ziploc bag. Suck all the air out. Close it.
They don't have liters in the U.S.
Cut the tiny corner of the bag off and let it squirt out all over your kitchen. It's freaking horrible.
Well,
I want to know
very Pornhub.
The logistics of shipping.
You know, if it was like regular whole milk, it would be kind of hot.
Hold on.
I'm just saying that.
That's why I watch your show in the morning, Andy. Every damn day.
Nothing but trouble, sir. That's what I am. Nothing but trouble.
It's true.
Manipulating milk isn't really all that hard. It's just turns out the Catholic schools had it down pretty good. You just need to appeal to emotion.
I always thought that the milk in the bags was utterly ridiculous.
Oh.
I'll show myself out.
You're lucky Mikey isn't taking points away tonight.
Hey, get off my lawn, you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I got a message here.
So, Kurt, seeing as you're the guest of honor, I don't know if you answered this near the end of your interview because I wasn't able to watch it, but what's next for you? Like, you got Twitch going, you're still working with nonprofits and ACA.
Yeah, so right now I'm focused on my Twitch stream. I do have plans for YouTube gaming content. I would love to do atheist YouTube gaming content. Sorry, atheist YouTube content, not atheist YouTube gaming content. That would be a little weird. I mean, maybe if there are
what atheist games are there
games.
out there? I don't know.
Just gaming, yelling, "There's no God, damn it!"
Yeah,
You could play
I'm
God
into it.
games and then prove that why God games show that there's no God.
Okay, hear me out. To be fair, there's a lot of gamer tags out there that are like Allah or Jesus or God. So
That's
if you're
true.
playing like Call of Duty and you shoot them, you can just make a compilation of like, yeah, I got him. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just think about it.
You know, I'll take that under consideration. But no, right now, like I said, I'm really focused on my Twitch stream, and that's eating up a lot of my time. And you know, I'm streaming 4 days a week. I work a full-time job, and I'm really fortunate that I have some really great friends and my wife and a lot of people, including Puck, who likes to come hang out and support me. There is even one guy from the atheist community of Austin who, like I said, he showed up and he dropped a bunch of gift subs, and I was just blown away by the generosity, honestly.
Yeah.
And you know, we try to have fun. I haven't been pushing it as like an atheist thing because I'm really trying to do it kind of separate from my work with the ACA. But obviously, if anybody is interested, if anyone wants to talk a little philosophy, I'm not against having somebody like come into the chat and ask what I think about a concept or talk about something or anything like that. I'm happy to do more shows like being with Neil. I'm still doing the nonprofits whenever they'll have me. I'd love to be on some sort of call-in show at some point, because honestly, I think I do better with the sort of off-the-cuff conversation and actually talking about apologetics than I do with, okay, let's read all this stuff beforehand and then talk about the news. And I'm just not that with it in terms of everyday culture and news and all of that stuff. And I'm always worried I'm going to
Kurt, you know, I want to know more
say
about,
something wrong.
You know, Kurt, I want to know more about your day job. Is it a mathy job?
It's not. I work for Apple. I'm in big tech in Silicon Valley,
Sure.
and I am a QA engineer. So I'm not doing anything with math. I'm testing various pieces of software to see if I can find any bugs. And when I find some, I report them to the software developers, the actual smart people, so that they can figure out how to fix it. And you know, it's something that I enjoy. It's fun and it pays the bills. And I'm you know, really glad that I have this position. I'm really proud of.
Okay, for everyone watching now, Kurt is humble in the fact that he's like, yeah, I'm a math guy who does math things for the math people. But you're a math person for us plebs, basically.
I mean, I genuinely wouldn't say that. I honestly, I always liked math when I was going through school until I hit Calc 2. And then Calc 2 stopped making sense to me.
Kurt, can you just say that again? It's like, you know, I was into physics up until I got into Schrodinger's cat, or up until I realized that the faster you move, the slower time moves. I mean, I mean, as a comedian, I just try to translate what smart people say into idiot because I'm an idiot.
I genuinely, I don't know. And maybe it's the people that I surround myself with. Or the people in my family. I come from a family of people who are very, very smart. And I don't feel like I'm, you know, generally the smartest person in the room. I feel like I can hold my own, and I feel like, you know, I can generally follow what people are talking about, but I'm definitely not to that level. So I think sometimes maybe I underestimate myself, but I think I'm also glad that I do that, because I wouldn't want to go around boasting and bragging. I don't feel like that would be a good look. And I'm sorry if any of it comes off as boastful, because that's really not my intent here. I don't know. I guess sometimes
bragging about not bragging.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to walk the line here.
Topic, Kurt, with the question.
Hold on. Before we do that, because somebody mentioned Schrodinger's cat, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with you don't have them down in the States, I don't think, the Kinder Surprise eggs. You don't have those, do you?
I think they were banned in
they were banned a while ago.
the US.
Banned and then kind of remade into something else.
There you go. Schrodinger Surprise instead of Kinder. Yeah. 100% dead, 100% alive. Yeah. What was
Oh, great.
My
My wife
question
is
to you, Kurt,
talking
is
crap
what
about
do you use for lighting? Because my lighting currently in my room sucks.
Yeah, so for my stream setup, I got 2 Elgato Key Light Airs, and they are a little pricey, but they do a very good job because they're pretty small, so they fit on my desk, and they put out really good light. They're adjustable from either your phone or an app on your computer, and like you can adjust their height. It's honestly very, very nice.
Could you possibly share a link in the private chat?
Yeah. Give me just a sec.
Would appreciate it.
Puck, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the Canucks are beating the Jets right now 2-1.
I still want to try to convince my wife to move to Winnipeg, but it's not working.
Nobody wants.
Where are you now?
Wants to move to Winnipeg, dude.
I am in Cincinnati, Ohio, and
Well-
just as most Americans are right now. I'm trying to like figure out an escape plan just in case. And it seems that we have some people that we know in Edmonton, and that's where my wife would want to go. But I would like to go to Winnipeg. Yes,
Exactly, Gorilla. Winterpeg.
There's some kind of irony there. The fact that you're from Cincinnati, that you want to flee to Canada or somewhere else in the free world. And I applaud you. I applaud you. I'm looking for a point in time that I can go to New Zealand myself within the next 4 years here in the States.
it's just a generally good idea to have an escape plan. Like I have a lot of family in the Philippines, but that's even more unbearable than Winnipeg. So just given the choice between the two, it's just a short drive up to Manitoba. I can handle that.
I'm currently building a treehouse on the moon, so that's my escape plan.
Ooh. Hey, can I come hang out?
Up there.
I want to be in the moon treehouse.
It's in the blue zone, according to Marvel.
Blue zone.
The blue zone. Yeah, they have a blue zone in Marvel Universe or something. That's where the Inhumans were living for a while. Apparently.
That's a horrible show.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Andy, he looks dead into the camera. That's a horrible show.
That's a horrible show.
Although Neil,
I had
speaking of
so
which,
high hopes for it too.
The
Neil, speaking of
Punisher.
which, I do have
and I don't want to
travel
like
plans.
shame
Oh, yeah.
anyone
Hang on.
who likes the MCU. But the Punisher is and challenge me on this is that the Punisher is the best of the Netflix MCU series.
Daredevil, and Punisher are both the two that I like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can accept that.
Done much better with the TV shit than the movie shit, and Marvel's done much better with the movie stuff than the TV stuff. Although
Yeah,
I do like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. too. I do think that one.
I mean that's always kind of been a little bit of the duality between DC and Marvel, where DC's always had this really expansive, fantastic animated universe that's always got really quality content, going back years and years to like the Teen Titans cartoons and the old Justice League cartoon from the 2000s and things like that, Justice League Unlimited, all of that. And Marvel has had some decent cartoons, but they're never that cohesive. They're never that good. Whereas live action, DC's never really had a great showing. Marvel has always had reasonable showings, and obviously the newer MCU content and the Netflix content and all that took it to a whole other level that DC then tried to emulate and failed miserably. So I mean, it's interesting to me how DC can do such a great job with their animated stuff and not just realize, wow, we should just focus on that because our live action stuff is garbage.
I don't know.
Check this on the mail. Space mail.
I'm not going to say that Joss Whedon.
How close is your house to the space laser?
Can I say this? Can I say the Jewish space laser? I don't want to demonetize you, but the Jewish space laser, right?
According, you could just hedge your bet and just say, according to Miss Green or Ms. Green.
Oh, that was so fucking funny.
I bleed from the eyes about Marjorie Taylor Greene, representative from the Northwestern, whatever it is, from Georgia.
District.
I bleed from the eyes about her.
Okay. This is true. WandaVision has actually turned out to be really, really good.
Yeah.
I really like it.
I didn't know.
Is it coming out all at
It's
once,
a-
or is it coming out with?
No, season at a time. And I haven't even seen the latest one.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it then until it's the whole season's out.
Oh my dude, it's about to get gnarly. Because it's right out of the mini series that Wanda and Vision had back in the late 80s, I think, early 90s. And it's about to get really cool.
This is the House of M sign, by the way.
House of M.
Here. M.
Magneto. Yep.
But seriously, Jewish space laser. Yeah. This is the funniest shit I've heard in a long time.
I always think they've.
I mean,
reached the most
I get it.
crazy
You know,
conspiracy.
this is the space age, and we do possess
Dude, you're
the
as slow
technology
as a tank.
to put a laser in space that could cause at least a considerable amount of damage down on the planet. But why has it got to be Jewish?
You know, I usually consider myself pretty, usually somewhat, I feel about 70 and not completely stupid.
Blame Mel Brooks for it. At the end of History of the World, they had Jews in space.
It goes back to Martin Luther. It goes back to that C word, Martin Luther, back in the Reformation. That's why you have Jewish space lasers in the Catholic Church. That's why, because Christianity loves to crap on Jews. That's all there is to it.
Well, I didn't know, maybe because I'm not a raging anti-Semite, but I didn't know that the QAnon thing was just based off of the 1500 blood libel scandal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think the space laser thing came from Fiddler on the Roof. Remember when they were singing, "I wish I had a space laser"? That's where it came from.
Oh, man. That's where it came from. On point. Well said, sir.
Wish I had a space laser. Pew, 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 pew.
People don't understand the nature of anti-Semitism as it goes to like Lutheranism in like the First Reich in Europe to the Catholic Church
to the Third Crusade.
It's horrible. It's a crap show that we still live with that today.
That's still one of my favorite episodes from Philosophy Tube is why the fuck has it always been Jews? Like no one can like give us a straight answer of like what is it about, that group of people that makes them tart.
It's like
atheist activist.
The answer is simple, is because Jews basically told people on the Saudi Arabian Peninsula, it's like you misinterpreted our book, basically, and they went to early Christians and they said, you don't really understand our book, and that guarantees you to be hated by both Islam as well as Christianity. That's a guarantee right there.
Well, Yiddish is delightful, so I really don't get it.
Yiddish is delightful.
I'm just glad Soros funded that space laser so you guys could like nuke people from space. That's just
all right, guys. The hour grows late, and I'm getting some IRL aggro from Mrs. Puck, so I'm gonna call it a night. Much luck and success, and I will see you on your next Twitch stream if I don't see you on Nonprofits even sooner.
I'm not in this week, so I doubt it. Besides, I'm streaming before Nonprofits anyway.
Okay. Watch the Nonprofits every Sunday afternoon in between Talk Heathen and Atheist Experience to take advantage of the lull in traffic between the two shows. I keep on making the joke that it's like the show that's between Seinfeld and Friends, right? That way people don't have to change the channel, but they're watching us. We're basically the Caroline in the City of the atheist community. 2 people got that joke. I'm really happy. That's more than usual. So you guys have a great night. I'll see you on Sunday.
See you, bud.
Thank you. I get the trombone. There. Good night.
Awesome. I need buttons like that. All I got is this damn game show button that Mikey isn't here to enjoy with me.
You got to get a soundboard. Is clearly the answer.
I know, I know, but I don't have fucking time to do that shit. That's what he's for, right? So All I get.
Does he have a soundboard that he uses for you?
He's going to. He has some, but he's going to improve it. So.
All right. I'm there for it.
Kurt, I would say the link that you should use is Amazon because it's about $30 cheaper on Amazon.
Oh, I was just trying to direct you to the product.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I actually just ran out and grabbed them from Best Buy. Because there's a Best Buy
You
everywhere in my
like,
house.
pretend you're like shaving.
Oh, listening to the Luminous as well.
Hardy.
This razor's dull. The shaver's not
It
working.
is. It's no, I'm still got hair all over the fucking place. I feel like a gorilla.
Did you ever hear back from Rusty on giving him like 10 times the amount of likes and shares?
Huh?
The guy who was shaving to Luminous? Did you?
Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, actually, let's do that right now. Let's head over there to what's his name? Something.
Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Oh my god! As I
Worst
go right
shill
onto the-
ever.
As I go onto the YouTube page right now, the first thing I see is "Take That, California," and it's the Jewish space laser live stream that Utah Outcast is doing right now.
Yeah, with Star of David.
Yes.
In the dish of the Death Star.
What's the most reasonable way we can explain the fires? Jewish space lasers. That's what it was.
Makes more sense than climate change.
Shaving a song.
All day long, I shoot my
There he
laser
is.
at California. Diddle, deedle, diddle, diddle, dum. Oh my gosh.
All right. So now he has. Hang on. On one of them, he's got two of them.
The 360 video, the one that everybody
The
wants.
360 video has. When we first found it, it had like what 34 subs or watches.
Yeah, it was under 30, I think. It was
Yeah.
24 maybe. And I don't know if he might have had 3 subscribers or 8 or something like that.
So no, he had more than that.
Did he?
But yeah, but it's got 225 views now in a week. And hang on, Monty has 43 subscribers now.
Ooh.
When we found him, he had like 28 or something. So.
Oh, was he that high? Okay.
Yeah, 28, pretty sure. Somewhere around there. I don't really remember exactly.
But he hasn't messaged you back from the comment.
Oh, what happened? Oh, Andy, there you are.
Andy.
What happened?
He's alive.
Did your internet crap out too?
No, I crapped out on me. But I'm back.
It's real easy to hit the wrong button.
It is. And with my monkey fists, I can easily hit things that are not right.
I'm gonna type an essay up real quick. Smack my keyboard around. It'll work itself out. That's what editors are for, right?
Yes, I agree with you.
Say, I'm gonna find out what's going on with Mikey because I'm like, dude, are you not coming back or?
Yeah, it's amazing how they put the side, like behind the scenes chat button so close to the pit of despair button.
Yeah.
The pit of despair button.
Or as I call it,
You mean the
fuck
regular
button.
comment section?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like chat or oh shit.
Private chat or hellscape.
Backdoor.
Anytime anybody tells me that they think the populace is educated enough to handle a true democracy, I just direct them to YouTube to read comment sections.
Fair.
Enough of
Oh
that.
boy.
Goddamn ads. What the hell is this crap? Fuck you, Under Armour.
That's not gonna get a sponsorship.
I don't care.
You're sweet. Are you one of the invaders?
Under Armour's fucking overpriced
Are you one of the original invaders to Ireland?
Yes. Yes. Most of my family throughout history has come from the area of Sweden called Skåne, which is the very southern tip.
Yep.
So if depending on what century you're talking about, we would have been quote unquote Danish for a few centuries because Denmark ruled that area of Sweden for a long time. Not that any Swede would ever tell you that. But yeah, we've got our family traced back clear to 1300 something.
Sure.
So, and then churches burnt down. So we kind of, you're kind of at the mercy of beyond that. And the hard part about Sweden is until they came to the United States, they didn't take a consistent surname. So, Magnus was, your kid was then Magnus' son. Mm-hmm. And so, it's hard to find anything beyond that. But I don't know whether we were Vikings or not. But my other side is a McKee. So MCKEE. And with that, that was people that fled Scotland to Ireland for a while.
Did they flee from Scotland, or did they colonize Ireland from Scotland?
They fled. This was a true fled due to the English.
Mind you, I'm like starting a flame war for all of you who are not aware of this.
Yeah. No, this was an actual fleeing from English persecution to Ireland. My joke is that we hated Scottish cooking so much that Ireland was an upgrade.
That's sad.
All right, guys, I think my food just got here, so I'm going to actually step away. But thank you again, Neil, for having me. If you guys want to keep the after party going without me, feel free. For anybody else who doesn't know who I am, just, you can always tune into Nonprofits anytime I'm on. Check me out on Twitch. From Twitch, I have like a Twitter account, and there's a Discord and yada, yada, yada. So you can find me places, and I'd love to hear from you.
Run down your Twitch name again.
Yeah, that is twitch.tv/Physic, PHYSEK. And that'll get you, it's, I don't know, I tried to keep it pretty simple. That'll get you to my Twitch page. And like I said, from there, that'll link to my Twitter page. And also I've got a Discord server that I'm kind of starting for the Twitch channel. So hopefully that'll get some people in it eventually.
Very nice.
All right. Thanks again, everybody. Thanks for coming out, and I'd love to talk to you again later.
Take it easy, Kurt.
Take care.
It was a pleasure.
Take care, Kurt. Thanks for joining me.
Same, man.
Damn it. All right.
Anyways, Kurt.
I'm about to derail the conversation about the Dane law with the Irish Swede there.
Yeah. Wasn't the Dane law in like 900 something?
Yeah, it was something like the Swedes were it took care of most of England, basically, up until the time that they didn't.
Yeah.
I made a mention of you, Chico, on TikTok just now.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I enjoyed Neil there panicking for a second while he was muted. That was a little gold nugget in the stream. Just, I don't know.
But I think the Irish are the only people that actually were better at keeping records of family history than the Mormons. They're so good.
They're having it.
Catholic churches not being burned to the ground for so many years.
It's almost like it's your show, but they don't really, I don't know.
We don't pay attention to Neil.
Neil hosts it. Everybody else just does whatever they want.
That's what it's all about.
Thanks for setting it up, Neil. We'll take it from here.
Yeah.
Undergo after that.
Unless Neil accidentally ends the stream.
Yeah, which I've done. Well, on this thing, it's different, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just log out, and I accidentally hit the little red end button. It's like, okay, that was a mistake.
Gets to a really cliffhanger moment in the discussion, and then it's gone.
Yeah,
damn it, Neil.
Fuck! No, I'll never know. Yeah, but we ended up just relaunching another one, part 2.
Gotcha. The after party.
Yeah, we had after party part 2.
It's usually Genesis Undead that always does the after party, because usually I'm like guys, I got to get up at 4 a.m. to go to work, so I'm going to bed. And then Jen goes, oh, yeah, I'll do it after party.
after party.
When I was doing stand-up, I would be at like 2 o'clock in the morning after my set. I'd be hanging around at an all-night diner, hanging around with either comics or maybe that girl I'm gonna bang, to tell you the truth. And I just want to say
there goes
that in the pandemic, this is a nice alternative. That's what this is.
This? What, hanging out here?
Hanging out here. This is much more fun and intellectually stimulating. That's what this is.
Are you sure you're on the right stream for that one?
Intellectually stimulating, as he's had how many beers already?
Oh, wow. The proof is in the tasting of the pudding, sir.
You're killing his brain cells as we speak.
Oh, yeah.
I'm intellectually stimulated.
I'm going to intellectually stimulate my brain cells in a few minutes, too.
Fair.
But because I have no idea where I was going with that.
Everything's intellectually stimulating if you have the right perspective.
Someone is... I think he's figured you out, Andy. Someone is...
Guys, in pandemic and all this, I love you guys. Hanging out here. I'm brain stimulated. This good.
I feel like we should all be sitting in the bathroom floor somewhere smoking food.
And drunk people, when they're talking to you, they always look you right in the neck, too. I always notice. Like
trying to see their arteries going.
Yeah.
Something weird about it.
Actually, we had a boss.
Either this or it's continue watching people's terrible fucking takes on the GameStop situation, and they're completely ignorant and uneducated guesses as to what was going on, and spreading rumors and other bullshit and conspiracy theories about people stopping trading.
That's what you
and it really fucking pisses me off. So this has been a great distraction from that.
Did Robinhood stop trading?
Yes, they did, and there's a good reason why they did, and it's a regulatory reason.
Tell me about that.
Okay.
We could tune into Ira Sweet's channel to hear about that.
I will be posting a video tomorrow about it.
Yeah, Neil, whatever you say. Anyways, so continue.
So broker-dealers and clearing firms have to have a certain amount of capital based upon how much they hold on their books. As the shares of GameStop accrued and the total value of that increased, they needed to increase their capital reserves on the books. They went out, they stopped trading and went out and got 2 emergency loans for like $3.5 billion to shore up their capital reserves, and then trading resumed the next day. So it was a complete regulatory reason why they did what they did.
Oh, so they only temporarily just...
Yep. Trading is back open.
I got you.
It's financial principals around the world took one look at that, and they said, yeah, we know exactly what's going on. And everybody else went, oh, they're trying to screw over the little people by not letting them buy. And they're like, no, because Robinhood literally would get shut down by the regulators if they kept going without shoring up their capital reserves.
I got you. So it looks suspicious, but if you actually...
if you know what you're talking about...
Then, okay, I got you. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Yeah, so...
I will,
and there's a whole like hullabaloo with like what's called Regulation T and everything else. And sorry, Neil, I'll get out of your way.
No, you don't have to get out of the way. You're not in my way. I'm going to. Apparently, I'm going to hit the mute button again. I'm going to run out for a quick smoke and a little puff off the old doobie there. But I'll join via the phone. So I'll pull this one out and then jump in on my phone. So, and I'm getting an echo again. Why am I getting an echo?
I don't know.
It ain't me. I got a headset on.
Hope it's not me.
Don't think it's you, Chico. You got headphones too. So the only culprits are Andy, Dave, and Sweet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute people one at a time. Oh, there we go. Why is it always you these days, Sweet?
Who was it?
It's Sweet.
Oh, Sweet.
I don't know why.
Get some fucking headphones.
I have headphones right here.
Okay, so why are you using them?
Because they give me a headache.
Mine make my ears really hot.
And I don't usually have this problem. I don't know why it is.
You're right. It does. It only flares up once in a while. So
The best part is like how Neil's naming off all the potential perpetrators, and they're like waving as he's naming them off, like "Hi, Mom." It's like Hollywood Squares. Like, it might be me.
Hey, Mom, look at me. I'm calling you trouble.
I'm pissing off the host.
You're not
I gotta go, lads. I have to tell you.
Yeah, well, it's getting close to stupid o'clock in the morning where you are.
Well, I am constantly stupid o'clock, regardless of what GMT time is. Thank you very much.
Right.
But I'm gonna run.
Don't run. I don't advise running after drinking. It's never usually a good combination.
Wise.
Especially with all those books behind you, they're very organized. We don't want to have someone, have to Dewey Decimal everything back together. So don't
Dewey Decimal.
Just take your time.
We're not Dewey Decimal people here. I have to tell you.
I don't know, whatever they call it nowadays. I don't know. I don't know what
You don't know what the kids are calling it?
Yeah, I don't know what the kids are calling reading. I don't know.
They don't.
They don't.
That should be clear.
Fair.
Neil, thanks for having me on. I just
always a
wanted to
pleasure,
say
Andy.
that. All right.
See you, Andy.
It's been cool seeing you face to face. I'll see you in the morning, or Monday morning.
10:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be here with Stephen Hill, Satanist extraordinaire. I don't even know how that crap's gonna flow, but I'm gonna be here. He's gonna talk about systemic racism, and like I said, he's a Satanist.
That's hot.
Yeah. And so 10:30 Eastern. Thanks again, Neil. I appreciate it for you tolerating my drunk, miserable. Whatever.
I only do that once a month, right? You know that. Andy's like my period. Gotta get demonetized in one sentence.
And
That's
there
the
goes
kindest thing anyone has ever said, Neil. I'm gonna make a T-shirt out of that. That is like, Andy is my period. Perfect.
Andy is my once a month.
Yeah.
Once
Andy is my monthly ebb flow. Whatever other metaphor you can come up with.
You know, if we were filming Fight Club right now, I would be your abortion, and then
How to get demonetized?
Get him out of here.
you're gonna, but people who know Fight Club know what I'm talking about. Call back. Thank you very much. Take care, everyone.
Take it easy, Andy.
4 monthlies.
I fucking hate that guy.
I hate that guy. I watch him every morning before I go to work. Yeah.
Just so you could yell and scream at him, right? Fuck you, Andy. I don't like what you're saying. You need my cane. You can yell, get off my lawn at him.
Oh, dude.
I'm thinking I might switch to this one now. I think this might be a better cane. There we go.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. I have a whole costume of this. The funny thing is I bought this costume as like a last minute thing for a costume party like in 2010 or something. And I wore the thing and I came upstairs and scared the bejesus out of my buddy's little 3-year-old girl. Yeah. And I had to take the mask off. It's okay. It's just me. And she's still going, ah! Like I was a fucking devil incarnate. Yeah. I traumatized the 3-year-old people.
Oh, no.
Question, Neil. Did she scream louder after you took the mask off?
I think so.
Ah, you hate to see it. Yeah. You hate to see it.
Tough but fair.
Yeah. Children are smart, man. They're smart. They know some.
And they're brutally honest. Brutally honest.
Yes.
They'll tell you exactly what they're thinking.
We'll cry again.
He's got his props on hand. Just
oh yeah, always.
It's gotta be at least
it's the bag of popcorn. But I'm
a
working
deep pile of tissues behind him for as much as he cries, and other activities. Maybe I don't know. Not going to cast any presuppositions.
Activities.
Yeah.
You're using way too many napkins.
You're talking about polishing. Never mind.
Why is
pulling the goalie?
Wall behind you.
So we call it here in Canada. We call it pulling the goalie.
Or scoring an empty netter.
Or scoring an empty netter. Yes. Yeah, I love that. That's fucking hilarious. Yes.
Also, Dave, not a huge issue, but your camera's a little fuzzy. Just
yeah,
it's just Dave.
I'm just blurry naturally.
He looks like in real life.
It's like Bigfoot, just naturally blurry.
Yeah, slightly out of focus.
Oh, look at hey folks, we got a whiner in the chat now. I want to join the after party, but there's no link. You know why? Because I haven't put one there yet.
Didn't you give him a hard time last time?
Matthew,
I did.
I feel your pain. It took Neil a whole ordeal just to get me on
here. This is true. Known to make children cry and older ladies that want to braid my hair. This is true.
What a nice young man. Can I braid your hair?
No, dude, no fucking joke. When I was a parts delivery guy for an auto parts place, I was standing on the corner waiting for a buddy to show up because he had locked his shop. And I was like, he's like, oh, just meet me on the corner. I'll take you down there. I'd never been to this guy's shop before. So I'm standing on the corner holding this guy's set of brake pads. And I feel this behind me. There's some little old lady and she's playing my hair. You have the most lovely hair. And I'm just like, great. Thanks.
You don't really touch people's hair just randomly.
just out of the blue.
It's not a normal thing to do.
Anyway, well, she gave me a kiss on the cheek. Now she was a nice little.
To be fair, I mean, it is kind of irresistible. So we can't hate on her too much.
There you go. Just wave you with it.
Like
Yeah,
you get a penny on the ground, and it's shiny. You just have to, Same thing. See some beautiful locks of majestic mane from a handsome guy. I get it. It's.
Oh, now you're just trying to butter me up.
Well, no, you'd be amazed if you have long hair. The people that just come out of the blue, oh my God, your hair's so pretty, and then they just start petting your head. And you're like, fuck off of me.
No, Matthew,
Who
my
are
hair.
you?
Hang on, Matthew. I got one coming for you.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So we got Gorilla wants to join.
Yeah, throw Gorilla in here.
I'm not going to throw him in. He's heavy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else we want?
Wait. We traded out a drunk Andy messing things up for a gorilla.
Yep.
I don't know.
All right, hang on here.
Tons of mice. Neil the 604 old lady thirst trap.
Yeah.
Really?
You see that in the comments right there?
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, we just need a Neil TikTok thirst trap. Some slow motion hair waving. Some really sensual music going on in the background.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Something like
Yes.
And then the hair like Fabio or some shit. Except I'd be more like Flabio, but and have it blowing in the wind.
Yeah, add a little bit of comedy in there with a piece of paper slapping you in the face and then it flies by you.
Yeah. You know what you got to do, Neil?
Bug going into my teeth.
Oh gosh! Oh,
got that bug in my grill. Oh.
Neil, you got to do that with the wind blowing in your hair, and then have the camera pan back and show Randolph there with the leaf blower.
Yes, indeed.
There you go.
Fucking brilliant. Yes.
And if edited well enough, it needs to be part of your intro to the show every time. Welcome back to Neil. Exactly.
Oh my God, we will do that. I don't know if Randolph has a leaf blower, but I'm pretty sure you can rent one.
He's in Richmond. Everybody has one.
Fair enough. Yeah, they have to get all the leaves over to the.
If you can go to your next door neighbor to ask for some extra sugar, surely you can ask for a leaf blower.
How'd you know my wife's name was Leaf? Oh,
no. Oh. Leaf blower? I barely know her.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that one. Randolph is known to like his leaves blown.
Wrecked him. Damn near killed him.
Yeah. It's not the hockey team. You don't have to spell Leafs that way.
Everyone knows you can't blow the Leafs because the Leafs suck.
Yeah.
They can't even spell leaves right.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna go have a quick smoke.
Fair enough.
Considering I'm a Penguins fan, so fuck the Leafs.
Didn't they? How'd they do against Boston tonight? Or did they? Wasn't it this?
No, they beat the Rangers tonight.
This season,
I was more interested in the Creighton game, so I was watching that earlier. My alma mater is playing basketball.
Oh, right.
Can I borrow a cup of milk? No, we don't.
Maple syrup. Man, they just go to their tree right outside their fucking door.
Exactly.
We all have our own.
Quick, it's right there.
There's a sign on mine that says, "I'd tap that."
Like it's everywhere.
When you're a Canadian, you're born and you get a sapling and you go out and plant it, and then
That's exactly.
on your 18th birthday, they give you the tapper to go out to your tree, and then you tap it.
You're a secret Canadian, aren't you?
Instead of blood infusions, like if you have a blood loss and you need some blood, if you're Canadian, they just poke some maple syrup in your veins and you're good to go.
That's the grades of maple syrup they don't tell you about.
Yeah. Some of that.
Well, it's better than high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, it is. Being related to a member of the corn lobby. Don't get me started on that one. Ugh. So yeah. So what else is new? How are you doing? Quiet.
Well, first of all, I applaud your dinner choice. I made fried rice with Sichuan peppers for my dinner, so good on you. Also, the milk bag is related to Canada's adoption of the metric system. Because the conversion of the glass bottles in the 1960s was a huge problem, but introducing plasticized containers made it easier, so they switched to plastic while they were integrating to metric. And then they laxed the laws a little bit, so some provinces just waited for, different types of formats for milk containers.
So it was your switch over from freedom units to tyranny.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
And the milk bag thing is like in Canada is it's always milk. There's no like orange juice in milk bag or in bag.
No, it had entirely to do with the when Canada decided to adopt the metric system, milk was put in gallons, and it was mostly glass bottles. And it was in the 60s, so a lot of people still got milk delivered to their house in glass bottles, which you paid a deposit on. And then all of a sudden, the government was like, "Okay, you now have to switch to metric." And everyone's like, "Well, like where are we gonna get all these metric bottles? Like, do we go with a liter and a half, 2 liters?" And so the plastic industry stepped in and said, "Well, we can make these giant mini sip bags of milk that are, a liter bag or 1.3 liter bags, but you get 3 of them, so it's really 4 liters divided into 3 bags. That's why it's 3 bags in a bigger bag. But there's plastic plastic jugs that you slip the bag down inside, and then you just cut the corner off, and then it just pours like a normal jug.
The jugs are like oval shaped, so the bag kind of squeezes into it and holds it.
Just slipped it. But inevitably, people would put the bag in and then cut the wrong corner because they were half asleep, and then you'd have to be trying to pour it backwards. Or somebody would, the bag would not be in snug, and it would slip out when it's half empty, and then you'd end up with a bag of milk leaking all over the counter. Yeah, because I grew up in Quebec, which was like the last place to switch. So I grew up with bags of milk, or coming from the milkman in a plastic crate with like 3 bags each of milk.
Oh, so they came in like a crate.
Yeah. Well, you could just buy them in the store, 1 bag with 3 1.3 liter bags inside, or you could get it delivered. We had milk delivery, and the other interesting thing was that when soy-based margarine came out, the dairy industry in Quebec convinced the government to prevent them from colorizing it to make it yellow. So growing up, margarine was white and butter was yellow, and you couldn't mistake them because the white lard-like substance on the table was margarine and the yellow was butter. And then only when I started traveling to other provinces did I realize that they were colorizing their margarine to make it look like butter. And I was confused.
Interesting. That's pretty
guys.
You need to look up photos because I want to see how it's all shelved. If they had it or that.
Yeah, I can easily find something. You still can get milk in bags in Quebec.
Quite interesting.
I remember you'd cut the hole in the bag really, really small so that you could really pour it into a cup of coffee or something.
Yeah.
And then you'd go to have a bowl of cereal and you'd be standing there pouring the milk for like 5 minutes to get enough milk out of the bag to fill the cereal bowl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or to annoy people, you would do that, right?
Yeah.
You know, as long as I've known him, it's weird to see Neil smoking on stream.
Why? Because he's too young to vape?
Well, he just never smokes in his place, so it's
right.
I'm not allowed to. It's a smoking ban in my apartment. I can't smoke inside.
Well, that there would be like recorded evidence if you were to not care about that. So, kudos on that.
My roommate doesn't smoke either, and I don't want to piss her off because she has a knife collection that is pretty cool.
It has nothing to do with secondhand smoke. It's the fact that they possess knives.
She scares me. That's really what
She used to be a smoker, and she quit like fucking 10 years ago now. And she says, if I smell smoke, it makes me want to smoke. And I'm like, I don't want to.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't smoke in front. She can handle it if we're like outside somewhere and I'm smoking, like in line at a movie or something like that. Fine. If it's inside and it just lingers, she'll be like, "No, I want to smoke." And she'll run into my room with like 5 knives and throw them at me. So fuck that.
Huh. A lineup for a movie. I remember that.
Yeah. I remember when the original Star Wars came out and we went, I think it was the Park Theater, and we went, it was lined up around the fucking block. This is 1977, but.
Yep.
I saw it at the Palace in downtown Montreal.
I saw it at the Dolphin. I saw it at the Dolphin on Hastings up in Burnaby there.
Nice.
Yeah.
When I first
By
went
the
to
way,
university,
the three of us right here in this row here, the three of us are all living the same.
Yeah. I think we're inverted though, because I live north of both of you.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can move you from here. Maybe I can. Yeah. Look at. Oh, hang on. Look at that! I can do it from here.
Can you approve screen sharing too? Because I got pictures of milk in bags.
Nice.
Oh yeah, hang on. I think I can do that. Nope.
Keep me in there, boy. We're about to see some bags of milk.
We're getting excited now. It's
okay, everyone. I've probably got Randolph waiting to come in here, and Matthew Randall waiting to come in here, but I can't approve them to come in from here, so they're gonna have to wait. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Hang on. No, I can.
Oh.
Add to stream. Look at that. I can do it from here. Wow.
Randolph Richardson.
There we go. Randolph's with us. He's also a local boy too. So
he's also muted.
Okay.
There, I
also
just
muted.
He's also the farthest south.
Yeah, I'm just driving to a client site right now.
Oh, he's not muted. He's driving.
I'm just gonna hop in on a live stream while
exactly.
I'll send you a link in a bit, Jen. I'll send you a link in a bit.
For the RCMP, this is now video evidence.
Don't text and drive, but stream and drive. That's fine. That's cool.
Well, something told me that he would let Randolph in here, and then like he's just got a leaf blower, wow, and then leaves.
I just shared a picture of the bagged milk.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait a minute when I come in. I'll be.
Oh, you can't do it from there?
I don't think so. No. All
right.
It won't let me do it from here.
No worries.
But you should be able to do it, dude.
This
You
is
just go down below, and you'll see where it says screen share.
Yeah. Apparently, it has to be approved.
Huh? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
We tried this once before when you weren't here. Actually, we tried this once before when you weren't here, when I was sharing a picture of my long hair.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, give me a minute. I'm almost done here. Well,
Yeah,
sort
no
of.
worries.
Almost. Yep, that's me. I'm a smoker. I'm a joker. I'm a midnight joker.
Well, oh, that's Randolph. That noise. It sounds like somebody taking cardboard boxes around.
Nah, I
Yes.
think he just ran over someone.
Yeah.
Now murder them.
Very big speed bump. I don't know.
Wait, so here goes. Hang on 1 second. I'll get you guys down for a second.
And the flashing light is the RCMP. They're pulling him over. We are about to all watch Randolph get arrested.
Sir, did you just ran over that woman?
Is Randolph
I was live streaming and driving at the same time. It happens. I hear like a little.
I think he's trying to say something, but it's roboting like fucking crazy.
Either that or he's playing the mouth harp.
Juice harp.
That's what it sounds like. You have to get tweezers to do it.
I saw your comments earlier, Irish, about the video about the whole GameStop thing and somebody who doesn't know economics. It wasn't me.
And no, it's not.
It was not me.
This is the other side of my dual masters, the finance side, and
Right.
the fact that I'm Series 7 and all that registered and licensed to actually, do this business. So yeah, I don't know what the equivalent in Canada is to be a stockbroker, what the Series 7 equivalent is, but there is one.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is either. Yeah, I only did 2 economics courses when I was an undergrad. So, yeah, not my field. I mean, I watched it. I was curious, but I would not comment because I don't know enough about it, how it all works.
Yeah, and it's endemic. Like the number of videos that I've watched today that have misrepresented what's going on and what happened and why it's actually, we shouldn't be cheering it on because it's actually hurting
Everybody.
retirees and pension funds of retirees.
It's hurting everybody. Like who's winning in this?
Some hotshot kids on Wall Street bets.
Yeah,
right.
That's who's winning.
Yep.
So now with Melvin Capital, you could probably cheer and not feel that bad because all the investors in Melvin Capital, I don't know of any that are pension funds or endowments or foundations. But a lot of hedge funds, the vast majority of their assets are pensions, endowments, and charitable foundations.
Wow.
And you see them blow up. That's a lot of charitable money or a lot of retirees' pension money evaporating into nothing. And you can imagine there's some firefighters and some teachers and some other people that you don't necessarily want to see their retirement assets evaporate. Because you're not hurting the hedge fund bosses because they'll just start up another one a couple of weeks from now.
You just reminded me, I haven't actually looked at my own because I'm diversified across a number of sectors. And I'm thinking,
when I say pension, I mean the defined benefit side where you get like $2,500 a month for your life when you retire, that type of stuff.
Right.
I don't know what the 401k equivalent is in Canada, but that would be your defined contribution side.
Oh.
And that cannot go into hedge funds.
I've lost 2% in the last week.
So there you go.
Shit.
So cheering on the death of hedge funds and things like that isn't quite as clear cut and misses a lot of nuance. I don't know, kind of irks me when people are like, yay, down with the rich. I'm like, you're not really hurting the rich all that much. With Melvin Capital, and you might hit another one that doesn't have any pension assets, but eventually you're going to hit somebody and you're going to watch some towns firefighters use their entire retirement.
There you go. I figured out how to do it.
Oh, yeah, right. So there's milk in the refrigerated section. And there's a bag of milk in the milk jug.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very nice.
Yeah, bag milk.
Well, that's not a real one because it's not leaking.
But we don't know because sometimes it leaks into the bottom of the jug,
right.
and then when you took the bag out, you had that crusty bottom of all the dried milk.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was pleasant, and then you just turn it upside down, put it in the dishwasher.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I didn't. I hope I didn't have anything in GameStop, although it looks like my investments have taken a bit of a hit. But I asked both my brothers who are in the market and one who actually teaches this stuff, and they were like, "No, we were not in GameStop." So,
You're muted.
You're muted, Irish.
If you've got some money to throw away, you might as well, go out and buy 100 shares or whatever, and just see of like AMC or whatever the next target is.
Yeah, and
just see what happens to it. But it's not worth playing around with anything that you're like can't afford to lose.
That's what my brother has always said since he started in the market when he was 18. The one who teaches this stuff now. He's like, don't ever play with your own money unless you can afford to lose it. Mm-hmm. Like, get a professional to do it.
Yeah. And even then, the professionals don't know a lot. So
no.
They know enough to keep you away from the stuff that'll burn you.
Yeah. Apparently, in his advanced finance class, he starts every semester by telling all the people that if you think that you're going to come in here and I'm going to share you some sort of secret that's going to make you the next Wall Street millionaire, you might as well leave now because I've studied this for 25 years and I still don't know how it works.
Yeah. Well, and what you're going to be able to do is be able to post-mortem understand what happened.
Right.
That's really what you learn. And then you try to learn for what are the signs that I'm seeing that could lead to XYZ post-mortem. A lot of people are going to buy GameStop next week now that they've reopened trading and everything, and they're going to get left holding a bag of $300 share cost per share and then all of a sudden wondering why it's only trading at 10.
Yeah.
And when the Wall Street bets people leave en masse, the share price is going to crash.
So don't invest.
There's going to be a lot of people that get caught up in the hype that get hurt, and it's going to be sad because it's going to be a lot of people that just can't afford to lose what they did.
I just saw Brian's comment in the chat, and I'm like, yeah, I started investing in comic books when I was 12, and I diversified from Marvel to DC.
Neil invested in Magic cards and then fucked that one up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Neil could retire now on his Black Lotuses.
Yep, I had like 7 of them or something. Yeah, probably.
I still have mine. I don't even know what, not Black Lotuses, but my comics, including the first issue of Amazing Spider-Man where he wore the black and white costume, and I was at a Comic-Con and got it signed by the artist.
Nice.
So yeah, and I have the first limited edition run of Wolverine. So
wasn't that Todd McFarlane?
No, not the Amazing Spider-Man. That was the reboot that he did in the 90s. This one is from the 80s, during the whole Secret War thing when he came back with the black and white costume before they knew it was a symbiote. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, so I've got them all in plastic in boxes. Never thought to look to see what they're worth because I figure the longer I hold on to them, maybe. And then all of a sudden Marvel exploded. I'm like, oh, I'm sitting on a lot of stuff, like 10 years worth of Avengers and X-Men. And yes, WandaVision is, especially if you know the comics it's based on, is amazing. And yesterday's episode it just adds to the whole context of what's going on.
How many episodes are up so far? 4?
Yeah. Yeah, and the first 3 are the 1950s, 1970s, right? And then the 4th one is what's going on outside for the same 3 episodes. So it doesn't advance the story. It's like, oh, these last 3 episodes, stuff's been going on inside this reality that is created. And then the 4th one that was yesterday was what's happening outside during that same time frame. So they've now connected what you see for the first 3 episodes with what was going on outside. So it was very smartly done.
Nice.
My favorite game is they're showing Vision, and they're like, $225 million worth of makeup or whatever, and his little sleeve is open, and it shows his normal skin.
And there's some characters that they've drawn from the movies that are now into the show, full on, and it's like, right? Oh yeah, that's cool.
Hey
That's
Randolph,
very
can you mute? You're getting some feedback from me. Thank you.
Yeah,
no, I can't wait to start watching it. I just usually like to cram a season into a night or something.
So apparently they're doing 10 episodes.
So I got 6 more weeks.
Yeah, and all the Disney Marvel stuff is apparently going to be 8 episodes, but they did 10 for WandaVision because the first 2 were half an hour each because they emulated the 1950s and 60s sitcoms.
Mm.
So and it apparently
I'm excited for the next Star Wars stuff too, but that's not going to be till like what, December?
Yeah.
Oh man, I had my friend had never seen The Mandalorian, and she came over and sat down and watched on the Saturday. We watched the whole series through, and then I said, "There's another season. Do you want to start watching this today?" She's like, "What?" So I put that on, and we get to the end, and it says that it gets to the part at the end of it with the Boba Fett thing, and it says December 2021, and she nearly flipped out. What? I gotta wait all. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
And that's why you don't binge these things.
Well, then you just got to wait till the show's canceled.
What's this?
That's my backdrop. We can stop sharing my screen. There we go.
That's a mountain right there. An
Yeah.
island.
That's Atheist Island.
There we go.
When you get voted out, they put your bong out.
It's not very hospitable. I don't really see any nice land unless those trees are a lot bigger than they look in the video in the backdrop.
We could do a tree fort. We could totally do a tree fort there.
Really? Have you look here?
We could totally fucking do it. What are you talking about?
I don't know what the perspective is. I mean, like, are those trees or is that scrub brush?
Who knows? We'll do a scrub brush house.
We can plant some trees.
So here's our walls. It's all scrub brush.
We could just build a big concrete, like a secret villain lair, right? On the side.
Exactly. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, into the side of the mountain.
You throw some good syrup making trees on that island, and Canadians would move there.
Randolph.
We got lots of them here at the Queen Charlotte.
Yeah.
Add Carfax. Guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm gonna bounce.
Oh,
take it easy. I know. I'm starving. I don't know if my stomach has been picking up, or the mic has been picking up my stomach, but it's been like.
Oh, we thought that was the person trapped under Randolph's car.
Yeah, I blamed it on him, and I feel bad about that. But it's actually. But I am.
He's got the dash cam on. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Take it easy, guys.
Take care.
And I now have him scheduled for the show, FYI, guys.
So is he a TikToker or is he on YouTube?
He's a TikToker. I'm not sure if he's on YouTube. I will find that information out. But I have Chico now scheduled for Saturday, March 6th. It was the earliest Saturday that I have available because I'm now already booking for March because February has like 3 spots left. So
very cool.
Yeah. Got some great folks. And another one of the
yeah, you got into when you get into that TikTok realm, you'll find like 20 people right away.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, I got
I'm surprised you didn't recognize Captain Dadpool when just from the name, because I've been watching him ever since for at least a year or so. But I couldn't remember what his name was.
Oh, Rhiannon says he's on YouTube. There we go. I take it, Rhiannon, you know him, like, personally, maybe?
Well, does anybody really know anyone else?
That's a good question.
I know my wife, kind of.
Well, no, you know what she lets you know.
Yeah. That's why I said kinda.
Yeah. You don't know what she's not telling you.
After
Unless
12 years of being together, there's not a lot left.
unless she talks in her sleep.
I'm on Discord, man. I got my own fucking server on there.
The lounge.
Yep, Neil's Bar and Lounge.
Oh.
Yeah. Just search me up. I think I'm not sure what I think I'm at 604 Atheist because I do that quite often because it saves typing time. So for Neil, that's quite a chore to type in every fucking time. Oh yeah, right. Sorry, Jen. I'm sorry. It's coming. I promise. Make sure I've got it queued up here.
This is what Neil's like without a producer.
Yeah. Totally fucking suck. All right.
It's a retro show, back to the early days.
Yeah. Remember those days?
Yeah, when I did mine, there wasn't even an after party.
Oh,
What?
no way.
I think I couldn't
Whoa.
do it that time.
Yeah, you had something to do with your mom that night or something.
That's right. And you've made up for it since, so don't even whine about it.
And you're going to need to come back again because you don't remember the first one.
Yeah. No one wants to remember that first one. No one.
Well, it has to be like a 7-year thing, right? You know, once it hits 7 years, it expires.
Based on the amount of shit that's happened to me in the last 12 months, I think I get a pass for the 7 years.
I would say, yeah.
I'm going to do another series. I'll just go like re-deconverted series.
Well, just a few more years and it's going to be Neil, the 60 Atheist.
The 60? Well, yeah, another 7 years. What? No, I'm not 604 right now. I'm not going.
Oh, that's why I said 60.
And then 4 years later, he can be the 6'4" atheist.
Yeah, the 64 Atheist.
64 Atheist. Yeah, welcome to my show. Hang it. I gotta poop.
I'm going to make a note of that when you're 64. I'm going to see if you're actually talking like that.
David might take up religion just so I could leave and come back on again.
But no. Atheism is a religion. We can all just quit atheism, and then we can talk about our deconversion from atheism.
Oh, that's
what would we deconvert into? What's less religion than atheism?
You're right, Titan. I'm never there. I pop in once in a blue.
A religion. A religious. A religionism.
Non-theism.
Non-theism. Or deification. We will all become gods.
There you go.
So Mormon?
Oh.
All right, that's a pact. When we all ascend and become rulers of our own planets, we promise to get together every Saturday night and talk about what's going on our planet.
And since we'll be gods, we'll all have X-Wings.
So my people have finally figured out necromancy, and I don't know what to do about it. You know, it's just that I just have a planet full of necromancers now, and it's gotten so bad that they've started resurrecting people before they've died. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so now I have zombies being created out of living people, and it just doesn't make sense. But like they start decaying and shit, and I guess they're dead. And I can't tell the live ones from the dead.
No, it's okay. Keep going, Jen. I think I have the. Yeah, there we go. There.
This is my ray of sunshine. Okay.
My planet is all necromancers. They're resurrecting people as fast as I can kill them. That's the kind of god you are, Jen.
I mean, I would probably be a very horrible god.
It's like lemmings.
So a group of my people on my planet just decided to jump off a cliff face. I don't know what that's all about, but you know.
Couldn't you do that in black and white? Be such a terrible god that they all wanted to kill each other?
Yes. Yes. And in fact, after playing black and white, I wanted to kill myself. So that was a painful game.
Populous was a good one too.
Yeah. Now, you know, basically being a god is the equivalent of playing Sims.
Yeah, where you push people into the pool and take away the ladder.
I was just going to say, you didn't even need to push them. You put the ladder in, they would get in the pool. Then you take away the ladder. And then you see how long they last. Or you put them in a room and take out the doors.
Well, that's how you get rich. Is you marry somebody, get in, kill, invite them all for a pool party, take away the ladder. That's how it works, and that's how you can instantly get a lot of money
on that game.
Yeah, on The Sims. Yeah, because they eventually drown, and then you inherit all their assets.
My favorite is the art goblin, where you have a weird person living in the basement. You take away the stairs to the real world, and you just force them to make art and sell it,
and throw food down.
Yeah, no, you put a fridge down so that food just instantly teleports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
you got to make sure they don't die if you want them to keep producing things.
It is a port.
But are there not cheat codes for this game where you can go in and?
Why would you need a cheat code if you can be a terrible person?
Yeah. No, a terrible god. And yes, Doorknob Head, it is a portent. The fact that you were referencing Sims and we're now talking about it, it means that it's all a simulation.
All right.
Am I the only one from BC who's trying to figure out exactly where Randolph was going?
No, I think I drove down there this morning. I got off work at 7 a.m. and drove home, and I think I was on the same stretch of highway.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Trying to see, wait a second, do I recognize that highway? Because, in Canada we have so few, it's easier to do.
Well,
the Google Maps game, where you try to guess
Yeah.
where it is. Incredibly creepy because about the
Tell you guys later.
It was right outside my house.
Wow.
Say that again, Randolph. You're not really coming through very clearly.
I think he said, "See you guys later."
Oh, I can tell you later where I'm guessing for now.
Yeah.
We won't have to guess if we could see one of the signs.
Hey, Swede, the first time I played GeoGuessr, I think it was the third pin that came up. I was like, wow, this looks like the road to my sister's house down in Washington State. So I just click, and I'm at the golf course. I'm like, this is like, I've been down this road.
Yeah, I live close to an elementary school, and it plopped me right next to that elementary school. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is XYZ. Yep, it is.
You are.
I got the, what is it, 5,000 points for a perfect guess. So yeah, that was 5,000 easy points right there.
Yeah.
We should do that for like an after party sometime. Play GeoGuessr against each other, because you can give the seed to multiple people.
Oh, can you?
Yep. So you're all playing the same game.
The same pin positions, looking
Yep.
for him.
I could do that on my after party.
Oh, sorry.
I can do that on the after party.
I have to make a video after this to freaking go against the misinformation going out about this freaking GameStop bullshit. Just, yeah.
Haha, stocks go burr.
Yeah. That was the funniest part, was a bunch of people from Wall Street Bets rented out the Times Square billboard that says, haha, GME go burr. It was hilarious. I laughed. But yeah. No. Neil, you haven't moved. You look like you're stationary.
No, sorry. Reading on the Canucks. Just
don't tell me. I recorded the game.
Oh, okay. Well,
the rain.
You already heard the score earlier.
Don't la. No.
Has Randolph just stopped dead in the middle of the highway? Or is he frozen?
I hope he froze. That's a bad place to park.
It's like, I'll just stop.
Randolph, you can't park there.
Although
this red light says that I have.
Oh.
I'm at an intersection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop for the red lights. It's safer for everybody.
Yeah, we can't see the red lights from here. It just looks like you're making it up.
Like God, the red light does not exist.
Well, I'm
So when did
blind
the
sight, so I speed off the roads.
names?
Sorry, Irish.
When did the division in NHL get sponsor names?
What?
The Discover Central Division, the Honda West Division,
Really?
the Scotia North Division, and the Mass Mutual East Division.
It must be recently because I've never heard it before.
Either.
Go to NHL.com standings, and I'm like, why the fuck is there a Mass Mutual East?
And this is the longest red light I've ever seen.
I think he's stuck.
I'm gonna go get a beer. I'll be right back.
What do you say? We can't hear you, dude.
Something about his strangling canary or something.
You need to tell me,
chicken.
Randolph doesn't have one of those cars with the little, rotating antenna for like internet access everywhere he goes. It's the only way I could spot him in Vancouver.
I should get one of those myself.
Oh no, that's one.
Oh.
If you got a Prius, then how slow is that hamster?
It's Randolph's Flintstone car.
and tons of mice says you should just run the red light. Just run it.
Unfortunately, we live.
And I think you're on a delay, pal. So
Yeah, yeah. Either this is like the longest red light in the history of red lights, or Randolph is frozen. This video upstream.
The video has frozen. Yes.
Yeah.
That's definitely frozen.
Randolph is trolling the traffic.
He's just sitting there in the middle of the road.
Yeah. Well, when we see a police cruiser pull in front of him, you get out and say, "Sir, what are you doing?"
I haven't seen anything move in that picture.
No, that's what I'm telling you. It's frozen.
No, what's happened is all the bodies that he's been running over have got trapped under the car and lifted the wheels up, and they're just sitting there spinning. He's not moving.
Randolph isn't realizing he's not moving. He's.
It's Schrodinger's momentum. He is both moving and stationary.
Schrodinger's momentum.
In fact, Randolph isn't moving. The world is moving underneath him.
That's right.
That's what it is.
It's moving underneath me too.
It's because it's a Saturday night.
Yep. It's good weed. That's why.
Yeah, and drinking out loud was eventful.
Eventful? What does that mean?
It was good. But look what happened to Andy.
Oh, fuck, he got tanked. He always gets tanked.
Yo, so tonight, the beer I am drinking, how do I show the label?
By turning it towards the camera.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Spaten. I don't know if that's coming through.
Yeah, hang on. I'll make you, I'll put you up there like this.
I'm drinking Spaten, and I had this a few nights ago. It's a pretty good beer.
All right.
I like it.
Now, are they going to sponsor your channel or?
No, I wish I would. I wish I was.
Now?
Can we get Neil a beer sponsorship? I want an official Neil beer.
What?
One of my favorite YouTubers finally got Yorkshire Tea to sponsor him when he got 1 million subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I got a ways to go.
And I don't think we want tea sponsorship.
The plan is to get Neil to 1 million subscribers so he can get a Bud Light
Did you say Bud Light?
Yeah, so Bud Light, because that was the first thing that came into my head. I don't like Bud Light.
Nobody in Canada drinks Bud Light. I think they serve it at the yoga fitness centers here. That's about it.
Well, we start children on it. It's kind of how we upgrade them to actual beer.
Yeah.
To what, Molson?
Probably.
What's wrong with Molson?
Colorado came with a piss water.
Yeah. Well, Molson. Well, trust me, It's not piss water, but it's not one of the better ones.
Labatt Blue.
Oh
No.
my God, no.
No, don't like Labatt's. I do like their what is it? Labatt's 50. That one's okay.
Yeah, that's actually not bad. Yeah.
One of my favorite fake beer advertisements is Lando Calrissian promoting Hoth 45.
Yes. The bad ripoff of, was it Colt 45?
Yes. Yes. I mean, I know it's racist, stereotypical advertising, but it's still
Brian, I only drink Zima.
Oh,
Brian is apparently stuck in the 90s, and they brought it back like 2 years ago when the Clearly Canadian came back.
Yeah.
Because my generation is now the generation with money, and so they're playing on nostalgia. And so they brought back a whole bunch of 90s stuff just to make us feel like we aren't completely that old yet.
Like Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah. But there was like tater skins, chips was revamped, and Clearly Canadian, Zima.
I remember
Crystal Pepsi came back for like 3 minutes.
For a minute.
Back in the 90s, I was in a very famous TV show, BoJack the Horseman.
Do Dave and Neil, do you guys remember New York Seltzer?
yeah.
Yeah, that's made a small return.
That's actually fairly big down here in the States.
Oh, yeah. See, because it was here and then it was gone for like 10 years. And then apparently somebody bought the original factory and found the original recipes and restarted it. And so I've seen it like rarely here in Canada. But
that has the short stubby bottle.
Yeah. And I used to get that with my lunch.
Crystal Pepsi. I don't remember the Coke version.
I sadly remember Clear Coke. Yeah.
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 What was the point?
Crystal Pepsi wasn't bad.
It was going up against Crystal Pepsi.
They were terrible.
Yeah, yeah. So was New Coke.
Oh yeah, New Coke. That's right. They changed the recipe or some shit.
Here, let's change the recipe of our completely world famous, massive competition against our basically only competition, because Royal Crown Cola doesn't compete against anyone.
I like RC, man.
Yeah.
Their market share is pathetic, though. So I mean, it's
don't matter. I still like it.
Or Cot Cola. Did you guys get Cot Cola out on the West Coast?
I don't recall.
What?
Cot Cola. Cot Cola is an East Coast manufacturer. They actually manufacture a lot of Coke products for Coke at their bottling plants. It's sold under the Coke name, but Cot Cola is a family-owned soda manufacturer.
Mm-hmm. And then we have two bottle distributors, which is Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Lestra.
Oh, Lestra, yeah. Here in Canada, Dr.
Don't we call that anal leakage?
That's what I was just going to say. Lestra came out when I was an undergrad and I was working on campus as a medic. The number of people that were ill from Lestra was like, please, people, everyone, stop eating anything with Lestra.
Wasn't the
especially when you're drinking?
Was the fact that everything that was bad about whatever was in it just slid right through you, and they didn't tell you that you didn't have any control of it sliding out of you?
Well, basically, it was a non-soluble fat, so you couldn't absorb it. But it also meant that anything that was made with it pretty much wasn't absorbed either, and so it just leaked out of you.
Great. That's when sales in Depends undergarments went up.
Yeah. So just imagine, 20,000 18 to 24-year-olds eating and drinking and smoking all sorts of things on a Friday night and eating a Lestra. It was not a pleasant scene.
That bathroom had to have stunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it goes straight through you. That it does. Right into your pants. Oh.
You know what else?
Didn't they turn that into an actual pill? And now there's an actual FDA approved pill for weight loss that has that same problem. But at least people are like well aware of it ahead of time.
But that's a terrible weight loss idea, isn't it? I mean, there's other ways to lose weight other than just like having rampant diarrhea.
Well, it's not. I mean, it actually solidifies fat and doesn't let your body absorb certain fats.
So I like to think of diets in terms of how they're related to Jilly Juice, right? And a pill that makes you shit yourself sounds a lot like Jilly Juice. So it's probably good. It's probably good for the candida.
Oh my god, I love Jeff Holiday, but man, watching that shit I can't watch that shit anymore.
Look, it's just happy little waterfalls, okay?
Happy little waterfalls.
Are you installing a UPS?
That's right.
Oh.
The other one got burnt out last week, and so we've got it temporarily, everything hooked up to something else, and I'm putting this in today for this coming week. So, at nighttime, there's less traffic on the road.
And more in the internet.
Yeah.
So, that's the time we unplug everything.
Yeah, that's how it goes. So yeah, I was experimenting with StreamYard on the phone there because I'd never done that before, and I'm thinking the volume is very low on StreamYard on my phone, so it was very difficult to catch most of what you guys were saying. But I did hear the part about running over bodies at red lights and
what? We don't know what you're talking about.
You must have been on someone else's stream.
Oh, so StreamYard's putting me on different streams. That explains the freeze up then. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. We thought you were just graphic.
You were looking into alternate dimensions. We'd never do that to you.
Okay, thank you, Evil Spock. Yeah. But yeah, so you guys are wondering, I was on the number 1 highway and then the number 7 highway.
So where the fuck are you then?
I'm out in the Tri-Cities area, which is actually 3 cities and 2 villages.
So is your number 1 highway the same as our Pacific Coast Highway? Highway 1?
The one goes coast to coast across Canada, east to west.
The number 1 is also probably better known as the 401 to a lot of other places. Unless you come out to the west, it's mostly called the number 1.
And if you go the other direction, it's called the Trans-Canada.
Yep, Trans-Canada is our proper name.
Anything odd numbered is north-south. Everything even is east-west here in the States. So.
Oh, that's helpful to know. I wish I knew that 20 years ago.
I learned that about 30 years ago. Yeah. The number 1 highway in Canada is the Trans-Canada, and it goes from the east to the west across the entire country.
That's Highway 1 is actually famous in the United States for Pacific Coast Highway, and it basically, as much as it can, it runs along the coast. And it's like if you can drive it from San Diego to probably Portland is probably one of the more beautiful. I would say it's a lot better than trying to take Route 66, which is
it's
boring drive.
Years ago, 5 of us went down on motorcycles from Vancouver to Orange County, California, and we drove the coast highway for most of it.
It's a great motorcycle road because it's not straight at all. It tries to hug the coast as much as it can.
Yeah, and there's tons of great places to stop.
Yeah, especially when you get in a middle around San Francisco and all the way south because it's almost inhabited all the way through.
When I was a kid, that's the route we took down to Disneyland. Was the coast.
Yeah. The plastic sheeting behind Randolph is so when he electrocutes himself, his body can be disposed of
without COVID-19 infections.
Right.
Huh?
So, a lot of my clients, the offices, they've got all sorts of different solutions like this up where plastic's hanging around because clients come in and they're trying to keep everybody isolated. So, at first time when I saw this at one of the offices, I felt like it's a scene right out of the E.T. movie where they had all the, when they got the alien, right? The government did.
Well, tons of it's from Dexter.
Yeah, from Dexter. I was working at the dock pulled a graveyard last night, and everyone said to me, "Oh yeah, stay away from the guys on the ships because you never know what they're bringing into the country." It's like, haven't they been quarantined on a ship for 2 weeks? Like, wouldn't we know if they're sick already?
But just think about how many episodes of X-Files took place on board a ship.
I'm out of beer. I'm gonna go grab another beer.
Well, don't get too comfortable because it's just about where I'm going to be bringing this to an end, anyways.
Brunch with
well,
mom.
that means I have to stay and get the after party ready.
You know what that means, Irish Swede?
What?
45.
45-minute warning.
Yeah. Where's brunch with mom tomorrow?
Don't know yet. We usually decide when I'm there.
Oh, when you're at mom's, not when you're at the restaurant.
Yeah, no, we don't go to restaurants right now. We're using
DoorDash.
So yeah, that's right,
You
folks.
DoorDash tonight, man. I love that.
Does your do you have to drive very far, Neil, or is your mom in town here?
She's in Kerrisdale.
Oh,
yeah. So takes
Not as far as I just drove.
No.
Not even close.
Well, you drove for real for 30 minutes, but on video it took an hour.
Oh, is that some kind of 45-minute warning translation scheme you're using?
Yeah.
So we're still concerned you're still stuck on Highway 1 there.
Oh, the other one didn't disconnect properly?
No,
So
it did.
Yeah, you've got a lot of places around Kerrisdale.
I had to switch because I'm getting close to client site there, and so I have to kind of shut it off before I get too close. That's all.
Yeah. Well, we know the show's over when Randolph pulls the power on the internet to replace the UPS.
Yeah.
It won't be a problem here.
Oh, geez.
I've already got that provisioned for.
You've borrowed Jar Jar's gerbils.
Right. Anyway, guys.
That sounds oddly sexual. I don't know why.
Your mind
What's
went
for
there.
the after party over on xhamster.com.
Where we talk about how the internet has not been kind to hamsters.
That's right.
No, it has not.
Neither has South Park.
Yeah.
Well, South Park went crazy on the guinea pigs too.
No, hamster with Lemmy Winks being the anal explorer.
Yeah. That was an awful episode.
All right.
Anyways, guys.
Thank you, Gorilla. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What I'm going to do now is let everyone chill out their stuff. So we'll start over with Mr. Gorilla right next to me there.
I've still not made any content, but I will, only because it's going to make Jenna get Twitter.
Oh, good. And she probably still won't hook up with Russ.
It's on video that says that if I make content, she'll get Twitter.
Oh, fantastic.
It's true. It's true. All right. Well, sure. And that's The Quiet Gorilla is the name of the channel, correct?
Yeah, everywhere, including on TikTok, because I just added you, Neil.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Anywhere there's the internet, the Quiet Gorilla is me, as far as I know. Yeah.
Very, very good. And I will eventually make different TikToks other than just promoting.
Just the two that you've got.
Yeah.
Well, it's two more than me because I'm just watching. Oh, okay.
All right, Mr. Irish Swede, you are up next, sir.
Hi there. I'm right now writing my script for, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to be making a video about what went on with GameStop and what all the rumors and all the bullshit conspiracy theories were about. That video will be up sometime next week. Yeah. And then also on the 4th, I am on the International Free Thinkers Event with Jenna to talk about Marfan syndrome, and February is Marfan's Awareness Month. So hooray. And let's see here. Yeah, it's almost February, so another month down. Still alive. Hooray.
Yay.
Awesome. All right, Randolph, now it's your turn, sir.
Okay. Hey, I'm Randolf Richardson. I'm driving around Canada tonight and shared some of that on screen earlier. I'm hoping the picture turned out better than it looked on my phone. I'll be watching this stream again to find out. I'm with the Canadian Atheists. It's www.canadianatheists.ca. Our goal is to normalize atheism in Canadian society and hope that catches on for the whole world. We just want atheists to be treated equal to theists and regarded with the same kind of respect in that when people hear that we don't believe in deities, they don't act with shock and surprise because we believe it's normal to not believe things. You can also tune in the future to a program called True North Talk, which Neil and I will be co-hosting. It's an atheism call-in program where we will cover all kinds of different issues, but we'll steer clear of politics because we want to have fun with this program.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Neil.
Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. Next up, we got Genesis Undead. Fill people's ears with your stuff.
So, Nat One Heroes is coming out soon. We have a Dungeons and Dragons campaign coming up on that channel, called The Actuary of Blasphemy. It's gonna be a cool little video audio drama. We have some great people working on it. We have Mikey Famine, we have myself, we have Aisala, we have Dishonest Ape, we got Ansgar and David working production, and come to my channel Genesis Undead on YouTube for the after party, where we are going to continue this little drinking experience.
Experience.
I'll come and watch.
Yeah, you got nothing better to do over there, right?
Yeah, I got to plug in a UPS and fix some software. Otherwise, everything's good.
All right, Mr. Dave, Simply Secular, who has to go to work soon. Why don't you plug people?
It's like we're working on Sunday, but it's good pay. So I'm.
Hey, you can stream your drive to work on the next on Genesis Undead.
That's probably yeah. No, I was thinking we could stream either Neil's band when I finally get out there on a Saturday. I'm not working,
cool.
Or maybe our blood donation experience on what is it, February 6th?
Yes, and they don't allow filming. Just so you know.
Oh, really?
If you don't have, I've tried.
Yeah.
I've been able to do filming in there twice, but that's when I actually had the news come in and do a segment on it.
Right.
If you don't have a press pass to do so, you can't film in there.
Unless
I think
you
they
put
want
a
that
camera
free
under
reign.
your hat.
So it'll just be us walking up to the door and then black, and then us with little Band-Aids on our arms.
Yeah.
There is the photo shoot point before we leave.
Right.
Put your camera in your pocket facing outwards.
No, we're not doing that. We want to be invited back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Says the guy who just recorded himself driving.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot your name.
Jeez.
The tasteful asshole.
Oh, is that his name?
No,
PFA.
Hold on a minute.
Matthew.
Oh, Matthew. Okay. I was thinking Randall something. It wasn't quite clear to me.
That's his last name.
Yeah, okay, that's why. All right. Good to see you, Randall. Good to see you, Matthew.
Hold on a second. Having blue.
That's okay, buddy, because we're just finished everyone shilling out their stuff. So you made it just in time for the end of the show.
He's a champ.
And
I think he froze up.
What
Yeah,
the
I don't
hell?
He got what I got when I was in the truck earlier.
Yeah. You found Randolph's internet signal.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
I'm
You're
just
moving
gonna
again.
go without the headset because I'm cool like that.
All right, yeah, but what I was trying to say to you earlier, I don't know if you caught any of that, but you just showed up right when I'm bringing the show to an end.
I always show up right at the end.
It's literally like everyone just finished shilling out all their channels. and
You're like a reaper.
Yeah, and you don't really even have one, but you can tell people where they can find you anyways.
And he can promote More Fans Day.
There you go.
Month.
Anytime now.
What?
What?
Show out your stuff.
Show out your stuff.
I don't have a channel. Although I should make one. Neil for years and quite a few of y'all have been trying to convince me that I need to make my own YouTube channel, and I don't think I'm interesting enough to make my own channel.
We let you in here, didn't we?
That doesn't mean you'll let anybody in here.
But just for the record, I've only been gently encouraging it. I have been not trying to convince you.
I know, and I'm still trying to think if I was to make a YouTube channel, what the hell would it be about? And I would mix a whole bunch of different subjects, including truck driving, or what it's like to be a truck driver, a little bit of atheism here and there, a little bit of politics, a little bit of me goofing off, just whatever's on my mind, just I don't know. I don't think my life is that interesting.
You're a truck driver, of course it is.
Yeah, especially if you come across big trouble in places like Little China, you definitely got to put that on.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a dated reference.
Holy reaching.
Huh?
That movie is still fun to watch.
I know.
Especially when you're drinking.
Like 7 or 8 foot tall Chinese warlord.
Cynthia, get in here.
No, I'm ending the show.
Bring Cynthia in here.
No, oh my God!
Come on.
Cynthia, you're allowed to come on my channel for the after party.
It's not me.
Post the link in the chat there, Jen. If you're gonna have it, you can post the link.
Here,
I sent it to her on Twitter already.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, Matthew. Sorry that you jumped in right at the end. I sent you the link like, I don't know, an hour and 20 minutes ago.
I was busy. I have shit to do. I was working out. And other stuff.
And then Neil, send me a link. I'll join. So I do.
Well, I waited, and I'm like, because who else was supposed to join at that point? It was somebody else.
Jenna. Probably Jenna.
Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah. And then I'm like waiting for the link, and I'm like, well, maybe he forgot. I'll just fucking do what I need to do, and then I'll And then I seen there was a link, and I'm like, well, shit.
I did. It took me a few minutes, and I forgot, and I finally posted it. So I promise.
About me.
That's
just like Neil forgetting about me.
I promise I'll yell at myself in the mirror later.
Okay, so a link to the after party is in the private chat. I don't have it public, so you can't find it on my YouTube channel. But if you go to my YouTube channel, it's going to be public soon. Yeah.
Should be right after you make it.
You can post the public link in Neil's chat.
Does a public link form? Because I can't find it. I'm drinking that dumb bitch juice right now. I'll be honest.
I'll see if I can find it.
What are you trying to do?
He's drinking dumb bitch juice. Leave him alone.
Jen, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to put the link to the stream.
Oh, I found it. It's okay. I found the link. Yeah, he wants to put it in the public chat, which I put in the private chat. Someone's in the public chat. You can copy it there. Where's Cynthia? How come she hasn't shown up here yet?
Because we're ending.
Yeah, but she can beat Matthew Randall this way by being the very last.
I'll hop out so she can hop in.
Oh, no, it's not a problem. We can hold up to 9-10 here.
I can be part of the Brady Bunch.
Hey, Cynthia just made it.
How long we got on here?
2 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Show your stuff quickly.
Show myself quickly. Hell no.
Cynthia likes to go slow.
That sounds like the correct answer.
Yes. Hell no.
Not do things quickly, or
no. Okay, here we go.
Cynthia, join the
No, he said shill, not show.
Shill. Oh, okay. Yeah, I am a shill of my show self, I must say.
How's
Is
your
that
recovery?
even a thing? I don't even know if that's a thing. I just made that up, to be honest with you.
How's your recovery going, Cynthia?
My recovery is going. Okay.
Progress?
Yeah, it's going. It's I'm at the point where I can clean. So, okay, cool. We can go with that. I'm still limited as far as like what I can and cannot pick up. And I'm still bandaged. I am I would call myself a partially cosplayed mummy.
What?
A
Did you say
partially cosplay mummy.
How do you
Because
do you have somebody wrap you up in gauze or something? And
well, I am wrapped in gauze and also with like those compression bandages thingies that you would put on you like when you sprain ankles or wrist or stuff like that. So
oh yeah.
yeah, so I got like two of those. I got that particular, thing going on right now on my arms, you know what I mean? And but I am wrapping those things on my own.
How?
Yeah. So like I'm at to the point where I can actually wrap myself without assistance. So progress. Yeah.
I can't even wrap a present.
Oh. I don't know what to tell you about that, Neil.
We're not
as talented as you.
Oh, okay.
They have people at the mall that do it for me.
Yeah. Well, that's my thing. Like, if I can't necessarily do it, my default is that's why I pay other people to do that for me.
Right.
But you can wrap yourself. You can't wrap a present.
No, I can wrap a present. No, I can wrap a present. No, I can do that, and I can wrap myself in my, in my mummy gauzes. But other things like fix a car, I can't do that shit. So I pay somebody else to do it. Right, but see, here's the thing: you're not here. Okay.
That's a good point. Yes.
Right, you're not here, so I have to pay someone to do that for me that is here.
That makes sense.
Yes, because I lack that skill.
All right.
Life is so tough.
Right?
It is.
It really is. And I need people to understand that. Life is hard. So fucking difficult.
I can't do my own taxes.
You can't? Okay, now I can do my own taxes. I plan on actually doing that. So
I need someone to do mine.
No, I can't.
I'm a business owner.
Oh, well, when you own your own business, it becomes, or you're a contract employee, it does become a bit more involved. But since I'm just a working slacking person, I'm just a working schmo, so it's a lot easier for me to do my own taxes.
Yeah, I got the whole 1099 thing and all the many deductions that truck drivers.
Yeah.
Sticks.
I can wrap myself. I can wrap myself, yo. Sticks raw. That's bars, son.
Okay, all right, you guys. Before anyone says anything else, no, it's fine. You guys have convinced me to stay going live a little bit longer.
Okay, yeah. Well, I remember there was the other time that you actually did like a whole over 5 hours, Neil. Wasn't that just last week?
So
I'm like,
every weekend these days.
Yeah, I mean, like, Jesus. I mean, like, you're already at like what, 2:38 now?
I am at just about 2 hours and 40 minutes almost.
Yeah, I'm about to. At first, I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna jump in. I'm just gonna be like, hey, what's up? I'm just gonna dip in and be like, what's up? And then he's like, come on in, Cynthia. I'm like, damn. So I'm here. So you might as well come ahead. I'm about to pour me some, whatever the fuck this is.
How it went.
Yes, that's always how it goes, Neil. That is always how it goes. And I have a red here, and I might as well go ahead and pour it, and somebody can talk. So there we go.
Hell yeah, you could join us for a couple. I've got I realized too that I may have been a little premature with the leaving because I still have another beer in my thing. And Dave, according to your message that was in the chat earlier, if you can't stick around because you got to worry about work, it's all good, man.
Cool. Irish Swede was right about the 45-minute warning.
There is no 45-minute warning. The 45-minute warning that Neil's show gets is we're going to go on for another 45 minutes before we give you another 45-minute warning.
I think Jen just bailed, expecting everyone to go over to her channel.
Jen.
Hasn't started it yet.
Okay, good. Because
Maybe just having disconnection problems.
It was a glitch.
Tell Jen to come back. Come back,
There we go.
Jen. Yay, Jen's back. Hi, Jen.
What happened was my laptop just died.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Jen. Fuck you. And then crap that up.
Oh.
But since we've got, Matthew jumped in, now Cynthia's jumped in, I guess we'll go for a little bit longer.
Yay. Just enough to pour myself a glass of wine, people. You can't let me go without doing that.
Neil, what you're saying is a beer.
That looks like a big beer.
It's a lot of beer.
By the way, my parents are not home, so I can get as loud as I want and nobody can stop me.
Oh, party of gins.
Well, I can stop you because I control the mute button.
Because I only exist in a digital space and there is nothing behind me. As you can see, I exist in the void.
Oh my God. That sounds... Never mind. I was going to try to come back with something clever and snarky at the same time, but I could not. I'm just going to sip wine. Excuse me.
Pardon me while I sip some wine.
Sounds like she needs more wine.
A little bedtime wine.
Always time for wine.
I was going to ask something. Everybody was talking about syrup, high fructose corn syrup, and maple syrup and stuff. I was wondering what grade of maple syrup gives you the superpowers.
Oh, wow. Well, I think that the people who can answer that best are the Canadians. So Canadians, Randolph, Neil, go ahead.
That's a national secret that we can't divulge.
I'll divulge it. It's plutonium-laced maple syrup.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh yeah, I saw a memo about that. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with the beryllium sphere.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Dave, you're gonna get us into trouble.
What about? Could it also be what's the thing that's on Discovery that they use in order for them to be able to activate the spore drive? Wasn't it like the mycelial?
Isn't it called animal cruelty?
Mycelial network.
Yeah, the mycelial network. So, do you actually make your maple syrup in a mycelial network so that you can actually gain superpowers of jumping anywhere in the universe at an applicable
we just tap trees.
To start with,
special tree here that.
To start with, the mycelial network is actually a real thing.
It is. It so is. So are tardigrades.
Yes. Well, yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
But the mycelial network runs all through the ground, and it's everywhere. So anywhere where you get plants and stuff like that, you've got mycelial networks, and the entire planet has plants. So
that's the thing that makes this discovery so dope, is because it's like basing different technologies on stuff that's like actually real.
There you go, right there. Mycelium equals is fungus. It is a type of fungus.
It really is. Spores, mushrooms. I like mushrooms, by the way.
No, we just talked about it, Brain Bug. You didn't miss anything.
So, if the people who wrote the Bible were high on mushrooms, does that indicate that the mycelial network was perhaps unhealthy at that time?
If the people who wrote the Bible were high on mushrooms, that would make so much sense.
No,
that's why I suspected.
Especially all the times that Jesus was spotted and shit. Fuck yeah. I mean,
I didn't know Jesus was spotted in shit.
No, but think about
I thought he was. Sorry, I thought the Bible was more into stripes, animals in front of striped fences and stuff, but I didn't know they were
reaching for the dad jokes, aren't we?
Hey, I'm your gal for dad jokes, but
thanks, Mom.
No worries. This is what I'm here for. I'm here all night, people. Make sure you tip your waitresses. Enjoy the veal.
I'm here all
At the Moose Lounge.
So cool.
but if you think about it, like let's say if you just take like one like Bible story, like Jesus walking on water, right? And then like the fucking apostles like, you know, got up and they saw Jesus walking on water, and then Peter was like, oh, I want to do that shit too, right? I mean, it would totally make sense that they were all high at the same time to even see a person walking on fucking water.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, because it would be like all the people would be like, hey, man, they're all on mushrooms, man. They seen Jesus walk on water.
Right.
Did we just lose Dave? Did Dave just leave?
Dave.
I think we lost Dave.
He's probably going to go check on his mushrooms.
Yeah, that's my network.
Didn't
Dave left
say...
us a message. He said that he was going to say goodbye, but the chatter was so great, and I'm going to blame all of that on me. Didn't want to distract anyone, so he just told us cheers. So cheers, Dave.
Bye, Dave. In case you're watching.
Bye.
So he's not checking on his mushrooms.
No. Well, what the hell is this now?
Oh, stripes and spots.
Stripes and spots.
Oh yeah, they like that stripe and stick.
So according to science, over time, a small color and pattern changes naturally occurred. Those that served the animal's survival best, those changes were passed on to succeeding generations and became the standard. But according to the Bible, in Genesis 30:37, we're told that Jacob covered stripes and spots, carved stripes and spots onto a tree and put his herd near them. When they mated, when they gave birth, their offspring had stripes and spots. I just don't know which version to believe.
Oh wow!
They don't.
I never heard of the whole thing about the carving of the stripes and spots by Jacob. That's something.
They had the Bible reference right in there, so
yeah, they sure did. That's something I have to go back. Now I got to go back and read Genesis 30.
Genesis 30, verse 37.
Yes, Genesis. Well, I usually like to read the entire chapters for context, just so I can see where the fuck with this crazy shit is coming from. So I'm
does it ever help?
Cynthia, this is why we're friends.
Sometimes.
You like how the octaves just went up and up and up. Yeah, so
pretty good.
I like the reason why they created striped animals was to mark the difference of herds between two people.
Wow.
It was like branding.
That was literally what it was.
Yep.
That was literally what it was.
Probably what really happened is somebody said, here, you paint the stripes, and then they went and took their animals later, said, no stripes. That's definitely ours.
Those are my animals. Why? Because they have stripes. I painted them. Get out my herd.
Which leaves me kind of concerned about how they were possibly mistreating animals in those times.
Facts.
I don't think Skywatcher is right. I think the burning bush was not marijuana. I thought it was a redhead.
Oh, wow. But I'm bunching.
Some people might prefer it orange, but we probably shouldn't go there.
Not in present mixed company. Folks.
Quiet, you look intrigued.
I'm just
Every time that I hear the story of the burning bush, the first thing that comes to my head is pass the Dutchie on the left hand side, pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. That's the first thing that comes into my head.
I bet you Quiet Gorilla is psychoanalyzing all of us.
No, Quiet Gorilla is coming up with things to write beautifully.
No, he's psychoanalyzing us.
I'm not a psychologist.
You don't have to be a psychologist to psychoanalyze.
That was an interesting response because it didn't directly answer the question.
I'm not a therapist. That does not necessarily mean that you're not psychoanalyzing anyone.
I am not a clinical psychologist.
Okay, that does not necessarily mean.
And if you have not yet had a chance to read Tons of Mice, first episode of the True North Talk, I cannot over recommend it.
The only part I've seen so far is the part that mentions me in it, and I thought that was quite funny.
You just have to read the whole thing. It's not long. It's flash fiction, but
I just haven't had time to yet because I've been busy like working on around the house and shit.
Doorknob Head. I love Flash Gordon. I just want to put that out there.
Now you love Flash Gordon
from the
my
80s?
wife and I got rented
the disco Flash Gordon movie.
Right. Yeah, with the soundtrack from
Queen. With Queen soundtrack. Yes, that was the Shiznit.
My wife and I, we rented Flash Gordon from the video store one time, but what we ended up getting was Flesh Gordon.
That's why I said that.
Which was an interesting introduction to porno videos.
Nice. And then you all had a
robots and
wonderful
everything.
evening. And then you had a wonderful evening after that, did you not?
It was just before
that
you
was
were married.
the precursor of Netflix and chill, people. It's called go to your local Blockbuster or Family Video,
Pretty
get Flesh
funny.
Gordon, and then chill.
Somebody mixed up the boxes at the video store is what happened.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah.
Sure it was. Okay, a mix up. Yeah, we believe that, Randolph.
The video stores with that extra room at the back.
Yes, the one that used to be carted off with like the beads. Like
Ours just had a curtain.
Well, I have been some who actually had a curtain, and I had one who had like the beaded curtain because, 70s.
Yes.
See, and they got to see what's good. They got to be able to see what's going on there without entering.
I never went. I never went into a video store and saw the curtain up. What happened with me? Because I live in Tampa and we already have a dirty movie rental place, and it's called the Todd. And you'd hear stories about the Todd. It's like a sex shop where you get all your toys and stuff, and it's a video rental store. And it's the seediest place ever. It's so gross.
So it's not an acronym for Tampa's, openly dirty deeds or something like this?
It might be. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
I love that acronym.
Are they done cheap though?
I think calling them dirty movies seems so wrong. It's
I think they should be called period flicks.
They're clothes that carry more dirt.
Dirty Flicks is an actual streaming service, though.
Netflix is really?
Yeah, PureFlix is the Christian streaming network.
Yes.
No, I said period flicks.
No.
Oh my god.
It's a joke.
Oh, okay. I mean,
it's a funny joke.
It's a. That's great, especially since I've been on my recovery, just binging BBC shows.
Oh, you could not opt for a better network.
Yeah.
CBC? Yeah.
BBC.
BBC.
Just different BBC shows.
BBC.
Yeah. The only thing is that each season is 3 episodes.
Which one?
Each of the seasons of a BBC production is 3 episodes.
This is true. I just finished watching, and I have to go back and watch it because I really like it, was The Last Tango in Halifax. Anyone familiar with this?
Oh, I think I do for some reason.
For some reason, I was thinking of
I know I didn't see it.
But that's because I'm thinking of an old CBC television production.
The old Doctor Who's had 40 episodes per season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the new the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock had 3.
But you also got
I didn't like that. He was too much of a jerk to everybody. He was not kind in that show.
No, because he's a sociopath.
Yep.
Sherlock himself is not kind in anything.
Yeah. He was also an addict.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr.
Have you all
portrayed a very good Sherlock.
Have you all seen the new? I think it's on Netflix. It's like it's something Holmes.
Enola Holmes.
Noma Holmes.
Enola.
Enola,
Holmes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Enola Holmes.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Enola Holmes.
It's contrived, highly contrived.
All that's Internet Channel 1.
Someone else having a conversation? Oh, Randolph. Randolph isn't muted. Yeah, Enola Holmes, where Millie Bobby Brown plays the younger sister of
Sherlock and
Mycroft. Yeah.
I saw some of the BBC show. Like once it got to the wedding thing, I just checked out. I just got so bored. I don't know.
I did too. It took me like 3 weeks to watch it.
I still think my favorite BBC production is the Walking With series.
Oh yeah.
Like the dinosaurs, the pre-dinosaurs, and the after dinosaurs. I forget what all of them are called, but there's a lot of them.
I just got my mother started on Broadchurch, which was a mistake because now she's binging it.
David Tennant's everybody's favorite.
Oh yeah, yeah.
My wife was watching one time when he did his like, "Hi, I'm playing Hamlet," and he went, and held the original skull and everything like that. And she was like, "Did he ever actually really have to introduce himself to somebody?" I go, "No." He's the doctor. He's a lot of people's the doctor.
Mine's Tom Baker.
Everybody's is either Tennant or Baker, I think. I don't think anybody really liked Peter Capaldi.
I wasn't. Yeah, Tom Baker was the first one I ever saw, and kind of went down in my brain as the Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Although Tennant did a good job, I have to admit. He did really.
And I do have to say the guy before Tennant, Eccleston.
Yeah, Chris Eccleston.
He was a great transition actor.
You know who would make a good doctor? Eddie
Doctor Who?
Redmayne. Oh. Yeah. Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah, actually, I could see that.
Like, I feel like he has like that British charm. Yeah.
And that quirkiness, yeah.
Like just like his work in Fantastic Beasts is what I'm imagining, right? Also, I find it sad that Fantastic Beasts will never get another installment. I quite liked those movies, but that's because of the Johnny Depp.
Hello?
Okay, yeah. I was sorry. I was trying to jump into you guys' conversation the whole time, and my stupid microphone decided to die on me.
Oh, I was wondering why you were so quiet but not muted.
And yeah, it was crazy. Oh, but I wanted to go back to the whole Doctor Who conversation, especially with Tom Baker. Yes, Tom Baker is always going to be the Doctor. Always. He is the first Doctor that I was ever introduced to.
Me too.
I still have a the person I dated at the time bought me the scarf.
I was
threw me along.
say that. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I totally have the scarf. And matter of fact, I have a few of the DVDs. I think that my favorite one was Genesis of the Dialects. That was one of my favorite series.
It's only like what 45 episodes long.
Are you talking about the time that he the whole time that he's been on Doctor Who?
Yeah, on Scarrow. Well, no, like each season with him was like 40 some episodes long.
Oh yeah. And he played Doctor Who for like about 7 years. I think that he was like the longest Doctor Who ever.
Damn.
Yeah, and so, but I think that he raised the bar in how Doctor Who is quirky, clever, and kind of diabolical. and the thing about him is like the diabolical portion is the eyes. Tom Baker got crazy eyes
and hair
and hair.
His appearance on Day of the Doctor was awesome.
Yes. Oh
Yes.
my goodness. When I saw him, I'm already a David Tennant fan. He's like my second favorite Doctor. Of course, Tom's my first. But when I saw him as the curator, and when he said, "If I were you, oh, if I were you," I was like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "What is wrong? Why are you squealing?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. This is awesome."
And then you see the
Oh yeah,
I could
jelly
be a
baby.
curator.
Would you like a
Guess
jelly
who my
baby?
favorite doctor is?
Jelly baby.
Dr. Gregory House.
Oh, Dr. House.
Dr. House.
Dr. House.
On the subject of Doctor Who, I
Yeah.
only watched the I guess it's like the current Doctor Who.
Mm.
I know it's broken up between like what's currently going on and like old Doctor Who or classic Doctor Who.
Yeah, there was like what, a 10-year split or a 20-year?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm only familiar with like the first 4 or 5 seasons of the new Doctor Who.
Are you talking about with Jodie Whittaker?
I have no idea.
Is it a lady? Is Doctor Who a lady or not?
I don't know.
You don't.
What?
How do you not?
Are you watching Christopher Eccleston or are you watching Jodie?
What? I haven't watched Doctor Who in a while.
Okay, so but you were saying that you were watching the newer ones, correct?
Newer ones, as in like,
The rebooted.
as in like David Tennant. Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Christopher Eccleston was the first Doctor on the
Right.
reboot.
Right.
Okay, I'm talking about this rendition of. I don't mean newer as in what is currently or what has recently come out. I mean
Okay.
newer as in not black and white TV.
I see. Well, but the older ones were in color. The only one who had black and
The
white
first and
was
second Doctor were black and white.
yes, exactly. Who was the first Doctor back
William
in
Hartnell.
19? Yes, William Hartwell. And then it was the dude with he looked like a turtle with a bowl haircut.
He had the bowl cut.
That
Yeah,
was
he
John
did have-
Pertwee. There's Patrick Troughton.
No, John Pertwee was 3 because
Oh,
he had
yeah, yeah.
Bessie. Yes, John Pertwee was 3. I liked him as a Doctor, but he seemed way too elitist for me.
The second Doctor was Moe from Larry, Moe and Curly.
Yeah,
He really was.
Yeah.
He totally was.
Yeah.
I was totally turned off like by the flute. Like every time like he would like when he wanted to like think of something or trying to figure out like, you know, whatever he needed, he, you know, would take like a flute or like it was like a recorder and he would play it and then he like, "Oh, I got an idea." I'm like, "No, that is so fucking corny." So fucking corny.
Wasn't Petrie the first one to actually get into a fight on like actually
Probably.
fight somebody else within the scene? Because he was supposed
Probably.
to be the rough and tumble one that was supposed to show that they all have different personalities.
John Pertwee's Doctor Who character was not rough and tumble. Like no, he was not rough
Because
and tumble
he
at
was
all.
the silver fro guy, right?
I mean, he was a pretty like, you know, stacked guy. Like, you know, he had like a really, yeah, he wasn't small at all, but he was very posh, extremely posh, including his outfit was like posh. And
The third Doctor was the one that showed like that they tried to make him like okay, we got to have a third personality type that totally differentiates itself from any of the 2 previous.
well, they did do a good job with differentiating him between the first 2 Doctors. But then again, I would say like John Pertwee and William Hartwell were not too far apart from each other as far as like how they portrayed the Doctor. I mean, they very much so like put themselves in this, you know, I am higher than thou, I am the professor looking ass.
Right. I'm the older white man with the curly hair.
Yes. Except for William Hartwell did not have curly hair. Except for that, well, I don't know.
Wavy.
He had like that, that under curl thing.
Okay, if he's the older guy with silver hair that's curly,
Yeah.
he's the first Doctor to have a fight in a scene.
Huh.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then that would be John Pertwee.
Yeah.
Okay, who did he fight?
He just did a quick martial art move.
Karate chop.
Right, he's like karate chop, like Austin Powers looking ass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. That makes sense.
Because the other two were very pacifistic.
Yeah, they were.
So they wanted, and then the entire point of him doing, I think he did that in the first 3 or 4 episodes, and it was to like this guy is completely different.
He's James Bond in space.
Yeah.
Hilarious. But James Bond was way sexier. But okay, but wait, didn't he? I'm trying to think. Did he fight a Cyberman? Now I feel like I need to. I need to find this out.
Well, I don't think he karate chopped a Dalek.
No, probably not. But then again, some of them did kind of karate chop the plunger that was their eye.
Yeah.
So he probably did that too. Who knows? Now you guys have sparked my curiosity.
Okay, there's a YouTube video called Doctor Who John Pertwee Kung Fu Fighting.
Oh my gosh! Does it have some music behind it? Everybody was kung fu fighting.
And who does he karate chop?
Yes.
I have to turn the volume down because I don't want Neil to get in trouble.
And Neil looks like he's has no idea what's going on.
Right. I mean, I need you to share the screen so we can see John Pertwee kung fu fighting.
You can just stop it and then share it, and then we just 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's all. It'll be all good.
Okay, yeah, this is a video of him karate chopping people.
Oh my God, share it now.
And it's not cyber people?
And it's different. Yeah, it's a bunch of different scenes.
Oh my God, you need to show it right now.
I'm sharing it in private chat.
No, you have to put it on screen.
No, I don't. I feel like that's copyrightable.
No, it's not.
That's DMCA.
It's fair use. It's so fair use.
It's DMCA bait. BBC still owns it.
It's so fair use.
Dude, he's having
fair
a full-on fist fight with the Gorilla Man.
Oh my God! I'm watching this right now. I'm totally watching this right now.
He fights the master.
People don't fight gorillas.
Well, in fucking Doctor Who, yes, you do.
Yeah.
Quiet Gorilla is sitting over here salty that one of his kind is being beat.
You could have totally. This is a fan made one. You totally could have shown.
This is a clip of
He's
all
kicking the ass of a fishman now.
Oh my God! Oh look, he karate chopped somebody in Bessie. Oh my God! Hilarious! Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So
he actually fought one of the Centaurans. Oh, there's another one. He's all cute.
Oh my goodness!
Night,
God.
Aaron.
He just oh my gosh!
He did all
Hilarious.
sorts of physical stuff.
He really did.
I knew
karate
it.
chop.
I knew it.
He totally. Wow! They just showed him karate chopping while he had some bourbon.
Oh, here's punching a guy. He's rabbit punching.
Oh my God! Now he's fighting a gorilla person.
See, I told you.
Oh wow! Yes.
Listen.
And the companion just clocked him upside their head. He just karate. Oh Lord, he just did a Bruce Leroy on the master.
Bruce Leroy.
I think my favorite maneuver is this maneuver because this is just such a threatening it's like Cobra bite.
Oh my God! Right, he's totally Cobra Kai people right now. Oh my gosh,
Okay, so
he is fighting and just did a rough and tumble in space. Why are you not showing this? It's only 3 minutes. Oh my God, I'm so upset right now with you.
Do her play-by-play.
I'm right. I am, and now he is. Yes. Oh, jab to the middle. Okay, jab to the middle. Jab. This uppercut.
Body blow. Body blow.
Uppercut. Okay, he's reset himself. Up, jab, body slam, bam.
He is fighting a fish.
Yes.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
God. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. He just stopped, drop, and roll a person. Oh, they just trying to go ahead and do a nunchuck. He's like, what the?
He's fighting multiple fish people.
Yes, he just fought like multiple police people. Oh
You know
my
what I
goodness.
would love to listen to is Cynthia's play-by-play of all the blood sport fight scenes.
Oh, that would be hilarious. I would love to see that my damn self, to be honest with
Wait,
you.
he fights like a pig humanoid? What the fuck is that?
Of course he did, because that's how he rolls. Oh, he just gonna roll up. What a guy! Oh, goodness. Flip it around.
What am I?
I knew Pertwee was the rough and tumble guy. None of
He
you
was a
guys
rough and
listened to
tumble
me.
guy. Oh, he got two of them now. He just rolled them both. Oh, bam! Rolled them both to the ground. John Pertwee. Badass of Doctor Who.
Ass kicking Doctor Who.
Ass kicking fucking Doctor Who. That's
Hey.
right, goddammit.
Cynthia, the next time you get a chance, look up all the blood sport fight scenes on the YouTube. You'll have a great time.
Oh, I bet I would. I love kung fu fighting type scenes. They're great.
And the Steven Seagal ones, those are fucking awesome too.
Oh, when he was younger, not when he got older. When he got older, then he was trying to fight, and he just looked like he had arthritis.
Yeah, I know. He's old like the rest of us.
So, according to Wikipedia, John Pertwee was an officer in British Naval Intelligence and actually trained commandos. So I wonder how much of that has to do with, he's like, hey, listen, this doctor is going to fight because that's what I did during the Second World War.
I believe it.
Which was it Gandalf? No, it wasn't Gandalf. It was Christopher Lee that was a spy that actually taught the people on the movie set what it was like to stab people, because he did in World War II.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Lee, or was it somebody else?
That's brutal.
That is brutal. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I feel like that. I don't know how I feel about that right now. Like, I fought in World War II, so I'm about to show you how to stab people like in real life for movies.
And I think it was during, I don't remember, I think it was one of the Hobbit or one of the Lord of the Rings movies where they were like, no, people don't act that way when you stab them. Here, let me show you.
Because I know.
That'd be
Yeah,
like
there's-
gangbangers telling you how to shoot people or how they fall when you shoot them with an AK or something.
Well, to be honest, like, most gangbangers don't know how to shoot.
Oh, I know. I was
Yeah.
a gangbanger at one point.
And by the way, that's the martial arts he was using, as Jer keeps pointing out.
I agree with that, Jer. Here, I used to teach martial arts, and I think Hollywood has their own ideas that looks like a bunch of people having a lot of fun.
Hollywood.
You know, I wish that Hollywood would do what they did with Lee Ermey when they were making Full Metal Jacket, where they actually had a Marine Corps drill instructor do all of the
Arlie Emery was
choreography
the instructor.
Choreography
Yeah.
you're talking about, yeah.
Originally, he wasn't supposed to appear in the movie, but they had to, they wanted to take, all the info from him, and then he's like, well, why don't you just have me do it?
No, it went like he went and dressed down one of the guys, and they were like, did anybody get that on film? And
Yeah, no shit.
And they said, no, we're just going to cast him.
That's pretty much it. And I wish they would do that for other films too, where they would need somebody who's knowledgeable in the field of whatever it is that they were going to try to
Some
film.
films do that. They hire actual martial artists.
That would make more sense.
Good
Excuse
films
me.
are usually quite good.
Excuse me, panelists, but Aunt Jer said that no one was paying attention to any of their Doctor Who corrections. So we need to highlight the corrections so that we can pay attention.
I could never get into Doctor Who, so I missed it because it's just.
I pity the fool.
Yo, Aunt Jer, are you coming on the after party?
The after.
Aunt Jer, are you coming in the after party?
Well, actually,
Yes.
if you send Aunt Jer the link now, Aunt Jer can come actually on so that we can get corrected right away. Because one of the things that I don't want to do ever in my life is to walk around ignorant of Doctor Who. In any shape, any subject matter of Doctor Who, if I am walking around ignorant, I need to be corrected right away.
I'm reading through the chat now to see where we.
I've never watched a single episode of Doctor Who, so I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
Okay, well, you need to get on that. I don't know what to tell you. What are you doing with your life?
So Neil,
I'm driving
if
my
I'm your height, what I'm going to do at your
$200,000
funeral is run in with the last thing you were wearing before you died with the sonic screwdriver and be like, "All right, guys, this is where it gets complicated."
You see, if you've never watched Doctor Who, you don't get most of the sci-fi nerd references.
That's true. These are facts.
There's 60 years of it, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Or you also, you got to keep this in mind too. Depending on like the whole thing with the sonic screwdriver, it would also depends on what it looks like.
Yeah.
Depending on what doctor. And remember, when Peter Capaldi came on the scene, the sonic screwdriver turned to like sonic sunglasses and a sonic guitar. Remember?
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck?
Sonic guitar.
Yes, like dude had like a whole sonic like guitar, like the one that like Neil plays. I was like, no.
I have a sonic guitar. This is the Jackson Kelly.
That's what it looked like. His sonic guitar totally looked like that. Oh my goodness. Ass kicking Doctor Who said Matt is canceled. We don't do cancel culture here, people. We don't do cancel culture. Wait, Robert X has said like Doctor Who, he was in Star Trek, right? No, those are two different franchises, my love.
and Star Trek is also 2 words and capitalized.
True that. These are facts. But wait a minute. I will say like I want to say, was it what 2014, 15, something like that.
Crossover comic book series.
Yes, and I have it. The IDW crossover. I have I had like the comics, and then I turned around and just bought the graphic novel because I want the whole you dig in one thing, and it was actually really cool. Like how they did like the crossover between Star Trek and Doctor Who.
Cybermen and the Borg.
Yeah, and the Borg. I was like, oh my fuck, yes.
Yep,
oh, my nerd was satisfied. I was like, that was a nerdgasm right there. I'm like, yes.
There's a 30-minute fan film of a crossover between Halo, Star Trek, Star Wars, what's the Normandy from? Mass Effect, and a few other series where the enemies and all the protagonists all like end up in the same universe at the same point in space, and they all start fighting and all the shit goes down. It's a great 30-minute fan film.
That's awesome. You need to go ahead and put that link in the thing in the chat. Yes, Oz. Yes, I am. That's what I do. I'm the fucking teacher. Actually, I did. I was a teacher in one part of my life. I did teach. I taught high school.
Question, Neil. Do you think I can grab another beer?
No, I would save it for the after party because it is now officially the time where I got it. It's almost 10 o'clock, and I got a couple things to do before I go to bed, and I got to go for brunch with Mom tomorrow. So,
I feel like important. Thank you, Irish.
Now I feel like I reminded you that the stream was supposed to end. I feel bad now.
Don't worry about it.
But you can come on my show. You can come on my show, the after party with Genesis Undead, to hear us talk about Doctor Who and stuff like that. So yeah.
All right. Well, make sure the folks know where to go. Put a watch link in the chat or something so they know where to go.
Yeah, I sent a link there, but it'd be good to send it again.
There you go. Oh yeah, you can just copy it off of the private chat.
Doorknob head, yes, these are facts. This stream would have ended 45 minutes ago without me, but that's kind of how I roll.
So Cynthia saved the night.
Right.
Or ruined it, whichever.
Cynthia enters the party and drags Neil kicking and screaming away from the end point.
Okay, I'll shut up now. Go ahead, Neil. Do your wrap.
That's all right. Why don't you, Cynthia, since you joined us last, why don't you let people know where they can find you, and then I'll do my
Okay. So, people, how you doing? I'm Cynthia. Yeah. You can hear me. Well, right now, like my primary show, the 13% is in hiatus because we're doing some rebranding on our channel. So, stay on for that. You can also find me guest hosting with on the nonprofits like Neil. Which actually comes on Sundays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah. Also, I do write a blog, adoshealthandwellness.com. So check out that particular thing if you want to learn more about the social determinants of health that affects people who descend from chattel slavery. And you can also catch me on Facebook and Twitter. My Twitter handle is @CamGlamming. So follow me, y'all. Follow me, and I will follow back.
There you go. Thank you, Cynthia. Thanks for jumping here with us for a little while.
Yay.
But as you heard, there will be an after party. Of course, I'm not going to be there because I got to go to bed soon. A couple things to do first, and I should probably eat something because I haven't really eaten since like fucking noon. So
Oh, damn. Oh, fun.
I had a little something before I started doing the other show that I was on earlier.
Thanks, Ian. You're great too.
But anyways, guys, I want to say thank you to all my amazing patrons. You can see you guys, the show keeps going and getting better. Also, head over to the True North Talk channel there and give us a sub. And Randolph and I will be kicking off a new call-in show sometime soon. We're hoping. We still got a little things to improve upon, like building some of the studio and whatnot. So that'll happen soon. And like Cynthia just said, head on over to the Nonprofits channel. We've revamped and relaunched the channel with a whole host of great cast members. Myself and Cynthia are there included. And of course, my guest tonight and other folks like Marty was here and Puck that was here also are involved with that as well.
Yes.
And like it happened today, folks, the last Saturday of every month, Andy, who was with us earlier, and Seamus, who wasn't even on the show tonight, and myself do a little show called Drinking Out Loud. And today's guest was my producer, Mr. Mikey Famine. So head on over to that channel, which is actually called Laughing in Disbelief. And you'll find the 8th episode of Atheist Drinking Out Loud on that channel there.
Is that why Mikey's not here now? Because he drank too much?
No, because his internet crapped out.
Oh, damn.
Because Randolph pulled the wrong plug.
That's right.
Press the wrong button.
I try not to.
Pressing those buttons.
Peer pressure.
Thank you guys, everyone in the chat. Thank you guys for sticking out and hanging out with us. I hope you guys had a good time. And thanks to all my panel tonight. I will be doing a tweet soon, and everyone will be able to see that over on Twitter. And if, of course, the folks that actually aren't on Twitter, I'll let them know in their DMs or something that I put out there.
And thanks to everyone for coming along for the drive.
Yay. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Now, like I always say at the end of these after parties, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. We'll see you guys next time.
Exterminate.